taking a mark.
Actually, I saw it before.
Should have taken it.
We've only got 2 attacking down. We played 4.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I broke down my doing that.
Yes, I am.
I even specified my resupply with you guys.
I am carrying, so carrying a minute.
Not again. So we're playing this in
Tell me what your plan was.
6 guns, come around the corner and take 6 lives off everyone.
Oh no, I said it's both of you.
Yeah, no, we'll look it up.
Yeah, like a minigun room, like a
No, we got
grenade
five
launcher.
resupplies to attack.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do.
Oh, no, sorry, that's what our team is doing. It's not like a person.
Bang, 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 bang. Are we playing here?
Here we are. We have 2 resupplies back to back.
Pew Pew Smalley, how you doing?
Huh? Yes. We've got to do yeah, I think you and Squid both have to play.
You're sleeping.
No, I think we've done 2. Oh no, we've got 5 left. We've done 1. Yeah.
Yeah, so because we're with Ninja
Right.
Tempo.
Don't grab a captain. We're pretty much in the restriction.
Well, we are back for the first game of the afternoon session, which is game 9 overall.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ, guys! You're not sorry. I'm not sorry. You're laughing. Oh my god!
Did someone drop a nuke in the armory?
Oh, that was bad!
It wasn't me.
No, that makes Rusty's one look nice.
It wasn't me.
Oh, that's a fucking mustard gas.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's a human rights issue.
I'm ripping next game.
You're playing next game too.
Mate, that is what my schedule for the rest of the day.
The red alley?
Yep. Yeah, we've only had 1 resupply so far, so we've got extra rotation to do.
Yeah, it's actually stinking way worse here. I don't know if it's shoes or socks or us or what. Like this is.
At least the door's are open. That's all we can do that.
Rusty.
Yes. Rex. It's always Rex, Alex. Always.
Can you do blast twist as well?
Sorry, which one?
Blast twist?
Oh.
Maybe I haven't unplugged
No, it's
Gone?
gone.
You snooze, you lose, DK.
I swear it was this one.
What was your other name? Delta.
Delta Rodeo.
Delta Attack. There you go.
Can you multi-load, please? And,
Icebreaker, can you look at it real quick? I used to use those. They stretch with use.
Yeah.
Less and less effective.
Well, this is a newer one, so I had one.
Yeah, you got to keep replacing them.
Yeah. So this one's only like a few months old.
I've now started buying tape.
Yeah.
This stuff's $11.
Well, good, but the thing is, my knee goes out this way, so I can't have. I tape up and down. Isn't gonna fucking fix that
But
problem.
it's not tape up and down. Either.
Lawrence, what role are you playing?
Well, I'm gonna play. Fuck, I don't know. I need to go talk to my team. Sorry.
You too.
So you possibly could with tape, because this isn't tape. It's actual
It's K-tape?
cohesive bandage.
Hi.
Yeah. So you could wrap it around like that, bring it under and then back around and lock that knee in.
Okay. I might have to give it a run sometime.
Sure. Alright, welcome back chat for game 1 of the afternoon session, which is game 9 overall. I just had to take a quick pit stop, so let's catch up on the game situation. We have a small lead to the red team, bolstered by the only target in the game on sneak. We have Dimmy and Tomai as the 3 hits on the red team, supported by Squizzer on the medic, who currently has 18 lives. Moving over to green, we have Glader and El Diablo as the 3 hits, supported by Light as the green medic. 15 lives left for Light, so he's been hit 5 times. That does put a bit of an advantage into the red team, and they are well ahead on the scoreboard as well. Checking our nuke count, we have Dimmyhawk almost on her first nuke, followed by Glader, who is well behind. Only 5 special points accrued so far after 2 minutes of play. Bit of resupply going on right now. Live and shot totals do look pretty good outside of 6 lives on Dimmyhawk and 5 lives on Doom, the red commander and green ammo respectively. Both of those players will need to make sure they get their lives counts up before nukes start to fly, though no chance of that just yet from the green team. Glader is nowhere close. Well, that's not too common for Glader. Glader has been one of the stronger players here for this entire tournament, so I do expect him to turn that around. A few more targets taken now, but that does equalise out the situation, giving us about a 500 point advantage to red, which is a fair reflection of the situation. Some resupplies continue to go out, and those low players that I mentioned just before have prioritised getting their life and shot counts back up, which is good for them. Doom, however, still below that 10 life limit there, sitting on 8. Only 1 nuke on the red commander at the moment, so not in any immediate danger, but he will want to rectify that as soon as possible, as red goes on a fairly decent run there in the kill feed, including a target. Tomai does shoot his own ammo, which is not the greatest thing unless he gets a successful reset. Let's just see whether he did. And he did not, so unsuccessful if that was intentional in that case. Dire straits now for Mr. Doom on 3 lives with a nuke sitting on the enemy commander. If Dimmyhawk were to pull that nuke now, that would be curtains for the green team. 10.5 minutes to play, and Doom is down to a solitary life. Not a good situation for green team at all. This is critical. Does get a resupply immediately followed by a boost. Actually, the opposite order of that, because you don't get boosts if you are deactivated. Still at 6 lives though, he is under quite some pressure, having gone up to 9 just as I speak. Dimmyhawk about halfway to what would be his second nuke at the moment, as Glader has finally come to life and has arrived at his first. The lead on the red team right now almost solely residing in those 3 extra targets, as green continues to go on a strong run, including a target to Kamikaze. Sneak gets a accidental hit on Tomai, not sure whether that was intentional, but goes on quite a good run, taking down Diablo. Glader destroys the Fire Skull red target with a missile, and then follows one into Dimmyhawk. A strong run here from Glader has pushed the green team ahead of red for the first time in the game, and that is confirmed further by the destruction of 2 additional targets by the green resupply. All red in the kill feed at the moment, including GND using the blue target as a reset onto Glader. This game remains fairly close right now. Equalising for targets, it is only a few hundred points in it. Checking in on lives, we have 7 lives on the red medic, and oh my goodness, it is only 2 lives on the green medic. That is definitely where this game is going to be won or lost for the green team. A nuke would put that green medic out, and Dimmy almost has 2 of them. A target would provide the needed specials for a double nuke, or they could just shoot 3 more people. It's time for nukes at any moment here, as we are at 8.5 minutes to play. Glader, the green commander, also has 2 nukes, and Squizzer, the red medic, has 7 lives, so only 1 additional shot from an infield player in conjunction with those 2 nukes would put him out. It is time to drop, people. Commanders, you need to go. Whoever goes first here will probably have a slight advantage, though I would imagine the opposition commander would immediately pull back with their double as well. Still, having said that, it is time to go. Dimmy Hawk sitting on 2 probably should be the commander to drop first. They may or may not know they've put sufficient pressure on the green medic to be within 2 nuke pressure. Having said that, Dimmy Hawk, oh, here we go. Glader does decide to pull the trigger first and pulls his 2. This won't actually kill the red medic, it will take them to 1 life though. A single further target will confirm that elimination. In my view here, Dimmy Hawk should respond immediately. Not save to 3, but drop. 2 targets as well would be sufficient for Dimmy Hawk to almost get that 3rd nuke. They are getting resupplied, which is a appropriate thing to do with that life total. This could still turn here for the green team. A triple nuke would be a big turn in the game, as Tomai is penalised. That occurred just after tagging Glader as a down player, so an assumption from the arena would be as a chase. Dimmy needs to get going here. That medic has been sitting on 2 lives for quite some time with double nuke pressure available. Dimmy on full lives right now, just a little short on shots, and that is what is happening right now. Shots only into the commander, but again, the red medic on 1 life here. A single tag will cause that to be done. Squizzer resupplying Tomai only, probably not exactly what you want to have happen here. Doubles all the way is really what you want outside of players that have their life total full, such as Dimmy Hawk. Dimmy Hawk wasting a little too much time here, but for my mind, but does move forward with killing the green target. A swing by the neutral target, and they could start dropping. They only need 1 additional special. They could try pulling the 2 that they have and try to pick up that special as the green team gets flushed. And we'll see if that happens. Those 3 nukes need to happen now. Glader's still quite some distance from what would be the 3rd nuke on the green side. Dimmy has completed what she needs to make 3 nukes, and I would imagine they should turn around and drop now. This is especially the case that the elimination has actually been confirmed onto the green medic via field play, not nukes, and therefore every single life taken off by this nuke chain will be permanent on the green team. And here we go. 1 nuke done, and what a play there. Completes a missile onto Troy during the nuke tone. That is a play you don't see that often. And a 3rd nuke as well will confirm the elimination onto... Well, the medic died quite some time ago, actually. That's very true. A strong nuke play there, really turning the tide. Ahead in points, substantially ahead in lives. Squizzer, the red medic, still alive, has been on 1 life for quite some time here, and still able to resupply lives. Still sitting well over 100 lives, the red team. They will not die in this game. Quite a bit of life still remaining on the green team, especially sitting with Glader, who has a nuke of his own. Dropping that nuke will confirm the elimination onto Squizzer, but I would judge that this will be a comfortable red team victory from this point, with 4 minutes to play. Still 2 targets to take on the red side. Tomai is heavy, has yet to collect his 2. We're looking at the green team. They have filled out their allocation of targets completely. Green still trying to fight here to stay in the game, but their life total continues to be depleted, and they are yet to actually confirm the elimination onto that medic, despite Glader holding that nuke that he has had for about the last 2 minutes. Really expected him to drop that nuke by now, because if he knew that he would eliminate the medic, I'm sure he would do so. So it is an assumption that he's making that that medic is above 3 lives. Not a lot of time left now, 3.5 minutes to play. Fairly strong game here from the red team, even with Tomai as sitting quite low from the heavy roll. Just been an all-round performance, I think, from the red team. Still not a huge lead here for red, as Glader does kill that medic out by dropping that nuke, and a kamikaze comes in with quite a good run there as well. Fairly close on the scoreboard. Tomai does need to confirm those targets he's missing to give them a bit more of a buffer. Dimmy Hawk still only about halfway to what would be nuke number 4. Special points almost equal now between the two commanders, as well as score. The differentiating factor at the moment, definitely the life total between the two teams and the missing targets on Tomai, the red heavy. Otherwise, this game very close in score. Dimmy continues to build towards what would be nuke number 4, a small lead ahead of Glader in this aspect as at the moment. All players remaining on the green team now under the 10 life limit. We're talking single digits here. Diablo as heavy is flirting with death as soon as it happens, due to only having 1 life, as does Troy. Guy next door lowish with 6 lives, but with rapid fire and 28 shots he should be fine for now. All healthy really on the red team side of things, where green are looking at a potential elimination here. If Dimmy can just close out these 7 specials needed to get her 4th nuke, I would back that elimination with close to 100%. Having said that, Dimmy does get 2 shots into her by 1 hit on the green team. Remaining up on 1 hit point, not the greatest for a commander. Potentially go back for a resupply? No. Shot by El Diablo, the heavy. Didn't really matter too much there. Shot power from the heavy would take Dimmy Hawk down no matter whether he was on 1 hit point or 3 hit points. Dimmy trades with Glader, giving Glader a few more specials towards what would be nuke number 4. Dimmy's still ahead in that case as we cross the 1 minute boundary. The nuke really will be the deciding factor here. 6 specials on both sides needed, or else we will probably not see this elimination. Nuke plus missile is about the only way I see this going, but 30 seconds is all Tomai has to get the targets. That could be the difference in the win or loss of the game here for the red team. Those are the easiest points remaining on the board, and Tomai does confirm the blue target. He has 20 seconds to make his way to the green target and needs to do that straight away, which should give red team enough of a buffer to confirm this win. Tomai mucking around here, where his best course of action would be the green target. Don't forget the targets is what we hear all the time. Glader with a last second nuke that does not go off. Game completion occurred before that nuke dropped. Not enough time left in the game. Close game there. And I've got to say, the differentiating factor was actually that generator that Tomai got with only 30 seconds to spare. Could have made it safe with the green target.
Oh.
Don't forget the targets is an important mantra in our play.
Penalty on Tom.
That is actually very true. Tom under penalty pressure as well. There is still a chance that Green could win this game on points, depending whether the penalty against Tomai ends up
Who gave the penalty to Tomai?
Yeah, that's nothing.
Who gave the
I
penalty to
couldn't see
Tomai?
anything of yours.
I didn't even shoot. I shot the wall.
Guys,
You shot me.
which ref gave the penalty to Thomas?
I Oh, that
Oh,
was.
wait, no, it was a chase.
Yeah, that was a chase.
Okay, Zoe wants to talk to you. You, the ref, who gave the penalty.
What was it for? Chase.
Then the victory for red team stands.
Can we turn the match on, please?
Hey, Tomoe, don't forget the targets.
Yeah, I know. I heard like the 5 seconds ago. Oh shit! I haven't got my green one. So I get there. I'm about to shoot it, and the game ended.
No. You scoring the blue target was what put red team ahead.
Yeah, I know. I heard it.
Only just.
I heard it. Like they're like, go upstairs and attack. Like, no, I've got to get my bases.
You have to get your bases.
You're playing? Who's riffing?
What game are we on? 10?
Yeah, I know.
No, we're 10 now.
10? No, man, I'm actually playing in the...
That nuke was not quite enough to turn the game, even if it went off. No, not enough. No. Tomoe was flirting with it though. Tomoe only got the neutral with 30 seconds to play and did not get the green. You lost by less than 1,000 points.
Right, game 10. Oh, not again. Red attack. 2 goats, 1 ranger, red resupply. Those fuckers on the same team. No clip, green attack. My little bronies, green resupply.
Once today.
This is your second.
2 teams playing together, 2 games in a row.
No.
Yeah, we do that.
I need a PB.
No, but it's the 2 top teams playing together. My little bronies, green resupply.
Oh, thank God that was a chase penalty.
So you're...
Or would have flipped.
We're red.
I know.
Yeah, if it had been a dangerous play
Oh,
penalty, green team would have won.
Yeah. If that was dangerous play, result.
Put me in, coach.
Ball bags or something.
You got a slow start to me, but then you pulled it out mid-game. Good stuff. You were well on top for quite some time.
I had a good start and then lost it towards the end.
Your initial start, maybe the first minute was quiet, but
Yeah, because I was trying to find them.
for pretty much from about minute 2 to about minute 8, you were lapping Glader quite easily on special point generation.
Sneak.
I'm wearing, I don't know, something.
Doomhammer.
Like you would have gotten 4 nukes easily if the green team had reduced the targets you could shoot by letting themselves be killed out.
What was my resupply? Just got my attack.
Did the triple get you guys to the base?
Yes. It got us to the base, it got us back, and about another 2 minutes before they took him out. Like, he was on 1 life for probably 4 minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
I can just say the group.
Yeah. There was some ridiculously long
out in Auckland and do
very
stuff
low
and
lives with nukes on
in the afternoon, drive down to the...
Like, he actually died.
Well, yeah, let's chat about it tonight with the meta and...
Yeah.
Wow.
The medic died before you pulled your 3
I pulled my 3 to get Almeida down to the
Yeah, we're
base.
saying as well. At the bank.
Yeah.
We're saying at the bank.
You
We're doing the
got
bank
the
tonight.
medic
Let's figure out a way to mosey on down there.
Yeah, so he said it was $500 for 2 nights. Each night. Each night. It was originally 260.
We might just have to take a minute, guys. No. You alright?
Playing or riffing?
Why is there 7 on the green team? Oh, because, yes.
Master Riff?
Yes, sir.
You'll need to go and shoot someone on green. Right, team, how are we going? Hey, DK, can you let me know how many are in chat right now? Or watching the stream, I should say. And here we go for the next game on the schedule. Rusty as medic. Thank you, God7. Rusty as medic for red. We'll see how he is able to restrain his attacking instincts in that role. Supporting Rusty is a 3-hit combination of DK plus Troy. Facing them on the green team is Light and Squizzer, supported by Morange as the medic with 2 lives taken off already. Diablo getting a very quick target there to assist with his special point generation, probably with an eye towards getting rapid fire as soon as possible. Red undergoing resupply right now as Diablo kills the red target. Speeding towards both targets and rapid fire, I would expect him to go back, fill up the full so he can support his attacking commander. Special points on the commanders is got a bit of a gap between, as Troy is halfway to his nuke, whereas Light still has a way to go. A little bit of a run there for the green team, but Light gets shot a couple of times at the end. Doom shoots Glader, resets off the blue target and attempts to finish, but misses. Oh no, he does get Glader, but Glader was up, so not a full reset there. Tries it again, but is unsuccessful. Glader having successfully gotten away, playing the scout position. Fairly even game to date so far, with green team having a lead, but that is almost entirely within the 2 targets by Diablo. No, there's a bit of chat going on there, Baden. DK has been around a bit and was commenting on the last game, if you can see above. Resupply is happening now. And as we have a quick medic check again with Light going down, he is now on 18 lives, Rusty, the red medic, and beaten by 1 life over on the green team. Morange down to 17 lives. Maybe what I can say is the commentary is so interesting that there's no room for other conversation. I can dream. And again, we are pretty even in the score right now, I would say. The only difference is those 2 extra targets on Diablo. He is filled up to max, so I would expect him to activate rapid fire now and move to support his commander. There's not much point getting a resupply for that 1 shot. He should be out and about with resupply now. Activate your rapid fire there, Diablo. Why are you single shooting? Let's go. Glader picks up a target there from his scout position, and we still have about a 2,000 point difference in this game. Checking in on specials, Light is very close now to his first nuke. Troy 5 away himself. Oh, thanks God's servant, appreciate the support. There we go, Mr. Doom activating his rapid fire, having filled up to full. Good work there, and Diablo did turn his rapid fire on too. So that's 2 rapid fire scouts now supporting the commander. Light as he moves towards his first nuke, now passing Troy. The first nuke of the game is available, but we'll see whether he looks to hold that nuke or stack for a multiple. Good life and shot totals are present between both teams, so no real pressure there at all. As the game continues to move on, we have exactly 11 minutes to play. Still very hard to separate the 2 teams right now. Neither team has a strong lead. This might go all the way, folks. 1,000 point lead to the green team. Significant, but not really insurmountable. Still 1 nuke apiece for the commanders, neither commander having unveiled themselves of the infield targets to boost their special point score. Morange as medic manages to pick up the neutral target, not safely. Yes, he got taken down by a resupply from his own team, always a good idea there, and ditto happening again at the red target. Even being taken down by your resupply is safe, because you do have that period of not being able to get shot. As Diablo is penalised, Let's see if we can work out what that was for. He had immediately been shot by DK, so unsure exactly what that will be. We'll see if anything comes of that penalty after the game. Most penalties in the game, still 0-point penalties, with the exception of any dangerous play penalties against Tomai. He has exhausted the ref's patience on that infraction. Checking our base count statistics, we do have about a 2,000 point lead to green, and that is the difference in targets between the two. Light drops the first nuke of the game, only a single, as he lacks the special points to follow that up with an immediate second. Troy also holding a single nuke about halfway to his second. And that nuke from Light does take Rusty as Red Medic down to 9 lives, the lowest across any team. Rusty will need to restrain his attacking instincts a little here as Light missiles Troy. A lot of resupply going on. Rusty does need to work with his ammo here to get his team's supply back up, as Troy does decide to drop the nuke he holds. Light very close towards that first nuke of his. The penalty against Tomai from the last game, God's Servant, was confirmed to be a chase, not a dangerous play, therefore it did not count, and the result of a narrow point victory to Red Team stood. If it had been a dangerous play penalty, that would have overturned the result of that game, but that did not happen. Light does get the nuke that would be his second for the game out, and that takes Rusty to 6 lives. Low lives now on the Red Medic, 10 lives on the Green Medic, so a little bit of a gap between the two there. Once your medic is eliminated, of course, you cannot have your lives resupplied at all. That is it. Shots very healthy between the two teams, so no concerns at the moment there as we cross 7.5 minutes to play. Noticeable point lead at the moment for Green, but if you count the targets, you can see that Red Team still have 9,000 points available to them, as double missile onto Troy. That was simultaneous missiles from both of the 3 hits onto Troy, a big point swing there, and at the same time Mr. Doom is penalised. So that's 2 penalties against the Green Team, now 1 on each of the scouts. We'll need to hear how that sounded from Troy's perspective after the game with double missile. That was a 4 life turnaround and has put Troy down to a low life total of 8. He could be a bit concerned if Light had been a bit better on his special point generation, but Light only sitting on 8 specials right now. Having said that, does still have both infield targets available, which if both destroyed would give him 10 specials and very close to what would be nuke number 3, I think. Troy still sitting on what is his second nuke, would put the enemy medic low but not quite in danger just yet. Red going on a pretty decent run there as Light attempted a lock onto Glader that was unsuccessful, had to shoot him instead. A few more targets have been taken on the Red Team, closing the gap now on Green, about a 6,000 point lead. If we check per the targets, we have 3,000 points available in targets for the Green Team, but we have 6,000 points available for the Red. So 3,000 points the difference, assuming all targets are taken by the end of the game, as Light missiles another player, this time being Ninja Jack, the red ammo. Checking in on medic lives, Rusty top scoring for his team right now as he goes down to 2 lives, playing a bit fast and dirty there. Light very close to his nuke, which would confirm that elimination of Rusty. Rusty playing with fire, even though Green Team are well ahead here. DK does confirm a missile into Light as well, slowing those last couple of specials that he needs for that nuke. Gets it now as we cross the 5 minute to play. Light missiling DK again, and Rusty down to 1 life now with only 3 shots. He's been very busy from the battle medic position, but that 1 life will not be long for this world as soon as Light decides to drop that nuke that he does have. The Red Commander, sitting on about 1.5 nukes with a base in hand, could get to 2 very quickly. If he has been listening to the information coming out of his resupply, he will know that he probably should look to drop that nuke, unless he deems it, if he drops, the opposition commander will drop. And there we go, Rusty killed out by Light. Light has a double nuke easily within his grasp now, being as neither infield target yet claimed by the Green Commander, which would give him a clear double. And as he did get the final hit onto Rusty, he may be well aware that the enemy medic has been eliminated. Light takes advantage of this information with dropping a nuke, can get specials to get a second nuke very quickly, as the elimination on Rusty, and he's just left the maze. Looking very happy to get a small breakers, Rusty. We all know how he likes to sit down and wait while everybody else plays the game.
I don't mind as many, but I would prefer to be in there.
Morange dies to the nuke from Troy. That is both medics out now. Very close on lives between the two teams, 70 odd apiece with 3 minutes to play. This will be going to a point team victory. No opportunity here for either team to confirm an elimination.
Were you going over a base run? You're just like,
Red team close out some of their remaining targets. They still have 3,000 points available to them versus only 1,000 points available on the green team. Apologies, Light still has 2 targets, so it is actually 3,000 points apiece available for the 2 teams on target. So fairly even score now. Light reaches his next nuke, still with 2 base targets available to him. He really does need to think about going and collecting those. Both scouts on the red team up with rapid fire, while only one of the green team have rapid fire. Rapid fire firing at 6 shots a second, double that of every other player in the game outside of the heavy, who fires at 2 shots a second. So red team have a comfortable life lead at the moment, most of those sitting in Troy, their commander. Squizzer does collect the red target now, still waiting for Light to think about targets. He's the only member of the team without any targets on the green team, sitting on a nuke there. Troy still halfway to his next nuke as we cross 2 minutes to play. A close game here. It may yet come down to the targets that are yet to be claimed between the 2 teams, as Ninja Jack punches out the green target. Definitely, I wonder why Light is still holding off on taking the targets. He could easily be to 2.5 nukes if he just decides to go on a quick base run here.
But it's he's getting the shots. He wasn't on many before, so he was getting shots from Tomai while he was alive, I think. But now at this point, he's got to go get his targets, drop his nuke, and work towards that second.
Tomai is still alive though,
yeah.
1 life.
Yeah, but he's on 26 shots. The game's going to finish before he runs out at this point. He wants to try and get those 7 specials plus targets in a minute 16, a minute 15. If he's trying to get shots, he's waiting a bit too long. What are you doing?
He has not correctly read the game situation, no, but the PA will give him the info he needs at the 1 minute to go call, assuming he hears it clearly.
Okay, he's just got resupplied again.
Yeah,
he got put down. He's got 24 specials, no bases.
No, this no bases by Light is
dropped,
really
he's dropped, and he's getting red. He's dropped, he's going to go to blue.
And that does confirm the elimination onto Kamikaze. Light does missile Ninja Jack and pick up that blue target as
4
DK confirms
specials.
the green. 3 specials to
And
go
5 for red.
another nuke on Light. Only 30 seconds to play. I dare say only 1 commander here is going to get to that nuke. They're simply going to not have enough time for both of those nukes to drop. 2 specials to go for Light. Now
There's
1.
2,000 point swing in this as well, so I don't think a nuke ends the game. I think this is a green victory.
Oh, it's going to be a green victory, and it has been for a while as Squizzer
the
puts
20,
a missile into Ninja Jack.
Can he drop? Can he
Light
drop? Can he drop?
has to drop now. He drops now. And
Short tone.
and he pulls a short tone, confirming
Boom.
the nuke.
Off.
So a comfortable win in the end for the green team.
It wasn't comfortable until about a minute out, though. That was close when I walked out.
It was close for almost the entire game. That's very true.
I was seeing it like this, like around in that little nook at the neutral base.
Why was it only the scouts attacking?
I don't know.
Well played, Green. Comfortable in the end, but was in doubt for quite some time. A close game for the majority of that call.
I believe we have a ring game now.
I've just played.
Well done there, Light. 13k versus 8k, definitely the end difference in that game. Troy perhaps hampered by Rusty being killed out a bit earlier than would be ideal.
So you came out quite low. This like side, like you have to have someone.
So you're going to come to Nats next year there, Baden?
Can I get a Dragon Eyes? Oh, when you're not done with that. Well, when you are done with that. Dragon Eyes and Master Red, please.
Fantastic, it'll be great to see you.
what suit you'll wear.
I'll be up, and hopefully I will be healthy enough to play. Quite a bit of FOMO sitting here, watching everyone else run in and out of the arena. But I still wanted to come. I needed a vacation.
Fancy pants.
It hasn't been too bad. Everyone's been quite supportive, and I've received quite a few positive comments on the commentary, even though I still stumble over my lines now and again.
Yes, please.
I appreciate your appreciation. Thanks,
Do I
Taro.
leg by sitting down? Or
Appreciate
do I
you,
back
chat.
rolling over?
Sorry?
Appreciate you, chat.
Appreciate you, chat.
You're all right, chat.
No, you're not.
You could do better.
Donate all your money to Steve Stream. Do it now.
Don't do that.
Give all the money.
Lights, 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 lights.
My bank prefers it when I pay my mortgage.
Imagine having a mortgage.
I can't talk. I live with my family.
I don't have to imagine having a mortgage. I have one. In Auckland.
How much is a mortgage?
Housing here.
Yeah, and Auckland is one of the worst in the world. Like, wait, you know how bad Sydney is?
Yeah.
It's about that. Auckland house prices are like Sydney.
I was a convenience ride by. I only got my base there. And I'm like, I'll go and have a look around. And so I shut the workshop market.
Do we need any mercs this game?
Yeah. No, for what it was worth, it was the only life I lost getting my bases.
I didn't hit you though. Someone
No,
else did.
Squizzy did.
Yeah.
See, there was no Medicom Medicate to use, so.
Okay, remember it?
I'm not playing Medic anymore today.
Well, I think I'm finding not doing it.
Well, I don't mind playing Medic anymore. No, I don't.
Wasn't a screen attack? No green attack. Come on. Surely, what game are we?
I don't really battle medic.
Oh, is it? We are.
Except that one time we only had 8 people, so we played 4
one
on
more
4.
green.
So when we dropped down, I sprinted to their resupply as the medic and took them all out.
It's a game of living.
Battle Medic.
Oh look, we're playing against you two again. That's unusual.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
It's almost like the entire draw.
We need a green. We need a green player.
So Diablo's merking for one team, but they haven't really decided who's merking for the other team.
We need a merc on green.
Okay. Do you want to do it? Squiz, do you want to merc?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, you can merc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Swaps? Oh, no, just keep it. Yeah. Sorry. Actually, I can just do that with makeup.
Yeah, you can. game 11. Alright, and here we are up to game 11 for the day. Alright, and here we go. Rusty and Traj as the 3 hits on the green team. There is some power. Facing them will be G&D and Kamikaze on red as 3 hits. Medics are Glader as red medic, untouched as to date. Diablo, the green medic, wearing 3 lives already off his total. Ninja Jack as ammo needs to be very careful, and he does take a resupply. Red team with a very early press there onto the green, not allowing them any chance to get settled. Quite a good play there considering the firepower that they have in their 3 hits. If you take the supporting infrastructure away from your 3 hits, there is not a lot they can do about it. So a notable early lead to the red team. 1 target shared between the 2 teams, both on scouts, looking to get an early rapid fire. Again, green shading it at the moment, allowing them to close that gap to the red team. And there was a friendly fire incident there. If I can spot it in the feed, not easily not. Lots of resupply going out as teams want to get their totals up. Generally, a player will start with roughly half of their maximum allocation of shots and lives, the exception obviously being the medic, who starts with 20 and no resupply. So resupply is needed to make sure your team can survive through the game, and we see still a very close game now, only 500 or so points in it. Lots of resupply happens as players want to feel safe and out of that early nuke range as we cross 13 minutes to play. No nukes yet on either side. Traj and G&D matching them quite closely at the moment. Only 1 special point between them. Rusty does get in though to the green Rusty gets into the red resupply area, creating some havoc. Multiple hits on Glader as the medic is not good for the long-term survival of red. Green continuing to just cause havoc, led by Rusty, who can't get a nuke because he's the heavy. A target taken there by Sneak as Rusty continues on his attack, multiple targeting and resetting, following that medic around, hopefully legally of course, and really creating a lot of pressure. Presumably the commander he is supporting is back getting filled up to full. That would be Tragedy. But I don't really see Tragedy. Tragedy did get resupplied just before. Maybe he feels he's got enough right now and is ventured out into the field again, only to be met with Dimmy Hawk and Guy next door. Guy next door tagging Traj again, trying to keep him down and building towards specials. So G&D holding a nuke now. Traj a little bit slower, still waiting to get to his first. So last few minutes have absolutely favoured the red team, and they have jumped out to a notable advantage. More than just the difference in targets they have scored. 4 infield targets to the red team versus 1 for green, but that difference is less than the overall point lead at the moment. Red team in a stronger position right now. Checking in on medic lives, we have Glader on 14 and Diablo on 13, so very close on the medic lives between the 2 teams as well. Quite evenly matched, I would say. Traj has completed the special points for his first missile, as Rusty puts a missile into Dimmy Hook. I did say missile before, I meant nuke. Traj has completed the points required for his first nuke and now goes on quite an impressive tear, tagging multiple people on the red team. And that has caught him up and passed G&D's special point total in just about a minute or so, having lagged him in the game preceding to this point. A little over 10 minutes to play, and Traj continues to be very active in the field, including a missile onto his opposition commander being G&D, and due to that, Green have actually taken the lead for the first time in a while, and that is with a 2 infield target deficit as well. Lead flipping between the two teams, but Green definitely has the improved game state at the moment. Medic live check once again, 12 lives on the red medic versus 13 on Green, so not a lot of action there recently. Most of that farming by Traj has obviously been off the players in front of him and the medic. Traj going to drop a double here. A big round of resupply from the red team as that nuke call was heard, so good thinking there. And that double nuke is confirmed, taking the red medic down to 6 lives. Low but not insurmountable as he remains up during that push by the green team. Living dangerously, but just surviving right now. As long as the medic doesn't get tagged, you can recover from this position. Glader actually defending himself there with a hit into DK as Rusty goes and destroys one of the infield targets. So a notable lead to green team at the moment. They are about almost 3,000 points up, and they have additional targets available in the field for them to get. Medic lives are quite different, but that is primarily due to that double nuke that was dropped from the green commander. G&D is approaching his double nuke, which presumably he will drop at about that point. 2 specials off for him, both infield targets available to him. G&D does take that green target, giving him enough special points for that double nuke, and we will see whether he chooses to drop it right now. Perhaps a good time to do it, as the red resupply just went on the run to kill the blue target, meaning they're not quite under the protection of a defended resupply area. G&D does pull that nuke that he held and will follow that up with a double. Again, won't actually cause a huge amount of concern just yet for the green team. Their medic down to 7 lives, red taking the opportunity to do a strong round of resupply themselves. 7.5 minutes to play in this game. I'm not seeing any chance of an elimination just yet, but that may change depending how quickly the medics die out from this point. Glader, 4 lives on the medic. No nuke pressure just yet, but Traj is doing what he can to rectify that situation. 3 points away from that nuke at the moment, and Glader, having dropped to 3 lives, now is actually in nuke danger. 3 more specials on Traj, and he will be able to ensure Glader's destruction from anywhere on the field. Checking in on G&D's special point generation. He is sitting on 12 with an infield target in hand. Only G&D and Glader missing those targets, though I dare say it's too dangerous at the moment for Glader. Glader completely destroys what I was about to say by getting the blue target that I was about to characterize as too dangerous for him to attempt. Looks like he was able to tag it and get back to safety. Presumably this means that they are resupplying out of the disco area, but Traj has crossed that 20 special count. He has the nuke in hand, which if he activates and it successfully detonates, will take 3 lives off every member of the opposition team, confirming the elimination against the red medic. 5,000 points of difference in this game, but almost all of that can be recovered and more if the green team are able to go and get their targets. 1 base only missing for the red team, and that's on the commander, G&D, who, if he did take that target, would get a nuke, and that nuke would be quite pivotal as Diablo, the green medic, also on 3 lives. Traj does pull that nuke first. This will confirm the kill of Glader as Rusty missiles Dummy Hawk at the same time. Otherwise, very healthy on the red team side of things. Glader doing a really good job there of keeping his team healthy, even as himself dying out. Good ammo as well on the red team. They are good in good straits for now, as we have 5 minutes 20 seconds to play. Traj building towards what will be nuke number 4 right now. 13 specials to go. G&D still has 3 to go on his. Really does need, I think at this point, to clear that target. He may be intentionally keeping it available to act as a reset if they end up out of, his opponents end up out of, what I'm trying to say is, if his opposing resupply ends up supplying out of Disco. But as I try to get that sentence out, sorry everybody, G&D does confirm that blue target, giving him enough specials for the nuke, and he drops it. This will confirm the elimination onto Diablo, which I mentioned about a minute ago. 4 minutes 40 then for both teams to survive with the lives they have and no more. Indeed. You may have heard Glader mention that it's very even, and in terms of lives, that is absolutely the case. 80 and change for both teams. Scores close as well. This game will go to the wire. Traj dropping the nuke that he just obtained does take the red team to the lower side. We have a number of players flirting with that 10 life limit, and as I speak, Kamikaze drops under it. Green team look to confirm the targets that they are still lacking right now. This will cause them to pull ahead as they have 3,000 points available to them by players in the field that can still tag targets. El Diablo getting neither of their targets. That would have been an easy 2,000 points if he had felt safe enough to do so, and Red are really pushing here to take the lead. They need to get 3,000 points ahead or so off in team, off by hitting the other team, being that Green have 3,000 points available to them via infield targets that obviously don't shoot back. G&D halfway towards what would be nuke number, I think, 4 for him. And Traj 7 on the way to what would be nuke number 5. Have I miscounted there? I may have, I'm not certain.
No, it's generally pretty accurate. 10k is 4, usually 3 to 4.
I am aware, as long as you don't have extra infield targets mucking up that count. Score remains incredibly close at the moment, but Ninja Jack does what he can to extend Green's lead by taking out that neutral target. We still have 2,000 points available to the Green team in that regard, none available to the Reds. 43 plays 52 lives here as we enter 2.5 minutes to go. G&D closest to the next nuke in the game, 3 points away there. Green going on a good counter run though, led by Rusty from the heavy position. He probably has sufficient shots to see out the rest of the game, though he has depleted all of his missiles. Missiles also might be the difference in this game. We have only 1 left on the Green team versus 7 on the Red, with Kamikaze just putting 1 into Ninja Jack as I speak. G&D going on a run now, which confirms the amount of specials for his 4th nuke. And I would imagine he would look to pull that as soon as possible, as that will eliminate 2 of the Green players, being the ammo and 1 of the scouts. And he does so, successfully eliminating those players, as I said. 31 plays 28 lives with 1 minute 45 to go. This game still could go either way, though Green does have a comfortable point lead. I think the only way that Red will pull this game back is if they can manage an elimination, and that is probably just about a bridge too far. Plenty of ammunition remain on all remaining players of the game. Good job to their ammos. Lives only is the concern. Tragedy, if he manages to get an additional 7 specials, could have something to say about it in terms of 2 players already under pressure and Dimmy Hawk not far behind on 7 lives at the moment. GND probably not getting another nuke here, being on only 2 specials. Does have enough ammunition to make that happen, though he would need a missile to make up the specials, considering he only has 16 shots left. 23 plays 21 as we enter the last minute of the game. This is going to a point victory, and it's hard to see that anywhere else than being with the green team for this game. Close game here, very exciting, very close. A few, no real, from what I can tell, were super pivotal moments where green team absolutely swung the game. It was just a slow improvement over the course of the game to extend out to their lead, and as we enter the final 20 seconds, the final target taken by DK just gives them sufficient buffer to finish this game. About a 2,000 point victory here to the green team, even though they have less players alive than the Reds. What a good game, well played to all, good stuff. Tragedy did finish 1 special point shy of nuke number 5 there. Good effort there. Still would not have confirmed the 11 with GND on plenty lives.
I wasn't meant to suspend you. I was in the wrong mode, but I was meant to penalise you. Once I realised what I did, that's why I ran after you and called your name. Yes, no, I realised what I'd done with
Morridge, does that mean you actually need to award a penalty?
No. Well, no, there was no chase. No, but like, he was penalised.
Okay,
Penalty didn't happen, but like, he was deactivated, so.
I know, but for the purpose of Dimmy Hawk's counting.
Oh, okay, for the purpose of counting, yeah, Rusty has a penalty.
Wait, it doesn't count.
What? No, it's a 0 point penalty.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but
for tracking purposes.
But for tracking purposes and counting.
I think that's when I lost you. I'm like, I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I was facing it all the way green based on 16.
I'm slowly getting to the details.
I ran out to get you and shot me. I'm like, oh, here's one. That's when I said, shoot you.
Hey Rusty, your brother says, and I quote, "You're a dirty cheat."
He is. Everyone agrees.
Yeah, I was purposely not trying to get you.
No. I was just saying the rest of it.
And I'm like, well, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't shoot. I can't award a penalty on your opinion, even if your opinion is right.
I had the crunch, looked at my gun, and said, "Go next door." I'm like,
what's the X's and M's?
Like,
whether there's a Merc or not are required, I believe.
Yeah. Well, this guy next door was like, "Oh, please penalise me. I've made a chase." And I would do it. And also, Steve was kind of standing directly in front of me, resetting you all, so I'm like, well, I can't.
So,
no, but Steve's going up the orange, so it's like,
You like double X height?
I'll just like step over it. Like,
then Steve bent me over and just kept
Yeah, I saw that.
You're welcome.
okay, game 12. No clip, red attack. Poisonous, red resupply. Little bronies, green attack. Green supply.
I showed everyone, and then Steve steps around the corner and he's down like, uh-oh. It's because I didn't appreciate that. It's funny stuff.
I know, Squiz didn't appreciate when he comes in, I sure. And I go, it's only Squizzer!
We just
we get two breaks. We are up to, is this 12? Yeah. Yes. Thanks. Oh, double ref!
Yeah, we're green resup, Snake.
Can you please ref my suit up when you get a chance? Stallion, can you ref me up? Get my fitness up recovery.
Thank you.
At this stage, I'm fairly confident that you've overtaken us.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's the tank's empty
I
now.
pulled the win out. You're only 10 points behind.
There hasn't been any. I haven't been paying attention.
I think you got one.
He's not.
That's
That's
not
not
the
playing
same.
recently.
Probably medic.
Ref me please.
I think that was the last one.
Oh.
Get off my screen.
What am I doing? Pete,
Logging or riffing?
one
Yeah, sorry.
You were ungrateful.
Upstairs was not close. You guys had 4 targets left to get. Yeah. Even still, like.
yeah, we haven't had many games with both frigates hit.
You in this game,
right
Glader? We need to.
Shadowfire.
Good.
Yeah. What's been the average view count?
It's usually been above 10, like 10, 11, 12 for most of the afternoon. It's more in the morning where the Europeans are able to tune in, yeah.
Well.
And here we go with the next game in the afternoon session of the final day of this Triple Threat Tournament 2022. Morange getting a very quick tag on the red target. He must have run there as soon as the red team decided to vacate as they moved upstairs in all likelihood. That gives the early lead to the green team. Let's review the situation. We have Tomai on commander for green, supported by G&D on heavy. And with the red team, we have, if it can stop moving for a second, Diablo on commander, supported by Traj as heavy. Checking out the medics, we have DK, playing medic for the red team, currently on 18 lives, and Dimmy-Hawk on the green team, currently untouched with 20. Red team with a small lead at the moment, but entirely with the targets in hand. As we see how this game plays out, red team running a little lower on lives than green at the moment due to that initial pressure, which includes a missile from G&D onto Mr. Doom there. G&D and the green team having the better of the early exchange, but a bit of a run on the red side here with Diablo and Doom doing quite a bit of work. Diablo not too bad there, almost at his first nuke, only 2 specials off, checking in with Tomai on green. Not a lot of action there with only 6 specials to his name, no targets yet. Lots of resupply happening across the arena right now, both teams building up their supplies of shots and ammo and lives. Shots and ammo are the same thing for the game ahead. I especially imagine the scouts will look to fill to max here so that they can go out for an extended amount of time as Traj decides to put one of his missiles into the blue target. More resupply happening as the teams exchange a little bit of shots Green in a stronger game state here. Orange quite concerned about something that just happened in the arena. Couldn't quite make it out. Maybe we'll hear more about that later in the game. Red ahead on the scoreboard, but behind if you normalise for targets, and medic lives of course also still favouring green. Green going on a bit of a run there, including a target destroyed by a missile via Tomai. Lead did flip briefly there, but Red's still ahead, doing a better job in these early exchanges of ensuring that their targets are taken as we cross with 12 minutes to play. Dimmy Hawk, not a lot of action so far this game. No score, 20 lives. He has been well protected, doing what she needs to do for that team and give them the best opportunity to last the game. Red Medic down to 15 lives, a bit of a difference there. And that could be the difference if this game goes to the limit. One nuke at the moment sitting on Diablo, and Tomai has actually managed to get to his first nuke, albeit with the support of both of the infield targets. We'll see if either of these commanders choose to pull their nuke straight away here or look to build towards a second. Orange did a good job there from scout position, taking down Diablo, his opposing commander. Green going on a strong run here. This is good for the long-term situation for Green while still being behind on the scoreboard, but a big counter run here by the red team, punctuated by a missile from Diablo onto Squizzer. Mr. Doom, the scout on the red team with the lowest life total right now, 9, probably not in too much danger at the moment, and with a decent amount of specials, this would be a good time for him to rotate back to his resupply, fill up to max, activate rapid fire, and see what he can do for the next few minutes. Squizzer having done, well, Squizzer has just activated rapid fire. I'm not sure exactly about that timing, to be honest, only sitting on 10 lives and 30 shots. You think you would generally as a scout look to get much closer to your full complement of 30 lives and 60 shots before burning your rapid fire special points. Having said that, I'm not in the game, I'm sitting out here, so what do I know? Quite close in score with only about 1,000 points between the two teams, but again, Green can make most of that up via in-game targets later in the game, so that is an artificial lead, if I were to characterise it that way, for the red team. Checking in on the medic lives, we see that Dimmy Hawk is down to 18 lives and is currently under pressure, primarily from Diablo, perhaps with a supporting scout, as Tomai does pull the first nuke of the game. It will only be a single as he doesn't have enough specials to pull a second. Does allow Orange to get the target from the scout position. He does have rapid fire at the moment, has plenty of specials, but needs to fill up to max at this point. Green team with the lead at the moment. Probably still in the stronger position, having more points on the board and less infield targets destroyed. Red have been pretty decent with that. Both of their scouts, however, still missing their targets for the red team. Red team substantially low on life at the moment, even though they've only suffered a single nuke from the target, from the other target. I'm pretty sure I'm hearing a clear call of a request to nuke here, and that can only be directed at El Diablo, who only has the one nuke at the moment, not two. G&D puts a couple of missiles into the red team here, getting Doom and Diablo in quick succession. Green team just easing ahead in the game state now. That request for a nuke, if that's indeed what it was, not heeded yet by El Diablo, sitting on 35 specials, 5 to go, only one nuke in his availability. Still fairly low on red lives at the moment, being 72 as we cross 8 minutes to play. 6 lives on DK mean that he is in some danger if Tomai was doing a better job of generating specials, which unfortunately he is a little bit behind at the moment, only 8 specials towards nuke number 2. Light looks to try and close the point total to the green team via an infield target, but there's still more required for that. Checking in, we can see that 3,000 points are available to the red team via infield targets yet to tag, but the green team have 5,000 points available to them with all of the infield targets. Dibby Hawk has been nigh untouched this game, sitting as medic on 18 lives with well over half the game gone. There is absolutely no way that the green team is going to be eliminated from this game. They are too healthy and their medic has too many lives. The red team, however, running a little bit closer with only 100 or so lives, but again, the medic on 6 lives is in double nuke pressure range, but Tomai, his special point generation, just not what it takes to put that into effect anytime soon. A double nuke sitting with El Diablo finally now. It's probably time for him to drop it. I don't really think there's going to be enough time in this game for him to get towards 3 in a meaningful way as GND puts a missile into him, further retarding his ability to generate specials. GND going on a bit of a run here as Diablo attempts to drop this nuke. He pulls the long tone and a substantial amount of fire is exchanged between the teams during that time. None between the second though, as all of the green team were dead. A reasonable double nuke there, but really needed a bit more of a follow-up, if I was to say so. Probably you want to get a scout into the resupply area or something like that in conjunction with a nuking commander, because that means that the resupply can't shelter in place after backtracking, because the scout will simply come up, and if done correctly, the scout will have not followed any of those players, therefore legally allowed to target them. Traj uses one of his missiles to destroy the green target, further increasing the lead for the green team. But red team have closed this up actually. It's 3,000 points different, but there we go, a few more targets to the green team allow them to pull away again. DK, the red medic, sitting on 2 lives now, and Tomai does have what would be his second nuke as we cross 5 minutes to go. That nuke should be dropped immediately as GND missiles Mr. Doom, because that nuke would kill out DK, putting the red team into the situation of not being able to replenish any more of their lives. Here we go. That nuke is pulled. It is the long tone, and he gets cancelled by Traj. Traj, as heavy, finds Tomai on that long nuke tone and stops it in its tracks. Tomai getting an unwanted achievement there, undoubtedly for having your nuke cancelled. Not good at all. Having said that, the green team still are comfortably ahead on score in this game. So we shall see how it goes as the elimination on DK is confirmed and he exits the maze. 1,000 points available still to the green team in terms of targets on GND, as they have a comfortable 4,000 or so point lead. This game will absolutely not go to elimination, just both teams are too healthy. Even the ammo counts look very strong between the two teams here. So this will end up being a point victory, and we will see who that ends up being. Having said that, green in a comfortable lead of 3,000 points at the moment. 3.5 minutes though to go. That still potentially can be turned around. Everybody with decent lives, decent ammo. It's point scoring all the way to the end of the game now. Diablo halfway to what would be his third nuke for the game, as a lot of the heavy lifting is being done by the heavy weapons in this game, as both teams are headed by their heavy weapons in terms of score. G&D has used all of his missiles. Tomai has used 3, but I believe a couple of those went into targets, whereas 6 missiles are still available for the red team across both 3 hits. Red team doing a good job at the moment of that point generation, and it is reflected in the feed there as red is the predominant colour on the left hand side, and they are closing the score, are they? Hard to tell. The last time I mentioned green team were about 3,000 points ahead, however the final target was taken, and that has been almost made up by the red team as I speak, but it is still, as I say, a comfortable lead to the green team. Equality between the two teams will result in a green team victory here. Red needs to go on a huge run if they look to overhaul this point total with the 2 minutes they have left to them. Diablo closing in on that nuke, 4 specials to go, plenty of ammo to do it, and enough lives to make that work as well. A little bit of resupply still happening, especially with the fact that Dimmy Hawk, the green medic, is still completely healthy and able to ensure that his team will live. Green having the better of the most recent 10 or so seconds of play, further confirming them as the favourites in this situation to close out this game via a point victory. We may or may not actually see another elimination. It will come down to how much damage this El Diablo nuke does. Checking in on Tomai with only 10 specials and a minute to play. He may or may not get that additional nuke. Again, neither team with any players in nuke danger at the moment. As we cross 45 seconds, still with a reasonable lead to the green team as El Diablo does reach and detonate that nuke, taking the green medic down to 7 lives, and with a tragedy missile onto Squizzer, the point gap is closed a little, but just not going to be, it's just too insurmountable, sorry. 20 seconds to play, not going to happen. Tomai does attempt to lock Traj with a missile, but that doesn't land. And as we enter the final seconds of this game with a little bit of a run there to the green team, that will confirm a comfortable win to the green team in the end. Would have been interesting to see how this one would have ended up had it allowed to run another 3 or 4 minutes, but Space Marines is a 15-minute game. You either get it done in that time or you exit the maze and count the chips as they lie. Decent game there from G&D. Just not really supported by Tomai on command of that game, only getting to a few nukes there. And with a cancelled nuke, Tomai won't be very happy with that performance.
Okay, Delboy, come here. We both went down at the top of Long. I was in front of you. I ran all the way down Long into here. You ran past me, and then you targeted me before you even came up. This is like a 10-meter trap.
Is this game 15 games? No, it's game 13 next.
Like 13 next. No business.
Yeah, I did. I nearly got my other one on you.
Oh, my legs.
My leg.
They're gonna freeze up.
My leg.
I was at
And then we play 4 in a row.
Neutral tower.
Oh, you got to this time, did you?
Like, oh, I might top score this as scout.
I've played over 20 games this day. Not Space Marines. I think that's the worst part. Yeah, we've got the 4 in a row. You don't get to sit there.
Got another heavy in you?
Right, so I've got resupply, then attack, and then 2 sits.
I was trying to shoot you, get the thing, then shoot you again, but
Correct. Game 13, red attack, poisonous, red resupply, my little bronies. Oh, not again, green attack, ninja tempo, green resupply.
I wouldn't hang around like this.
Kind of run over and brings it.
He's one shot of some duck.
I know what you were. I was like, is the ammo out pushing? I just put that one like. Yeah,
I think you guys called my scout like 20 times in the game.
When you guys went to Horseshoe to resupply. Well, no, but I was pinging you guys all from the top of the tower. I'm like, I'm attacking but not leaving my resupply area. This is weird. Like, I'm like a few steps away on the corner from my resupply, but I'm attacking it properly. I'm like, this is weird.
Trage, nice nuke cancel there you got off.
Oh, on standing out in the open, you're going to get, what you're doing is just standing there saying, can you please cancel my nuke? I'm here, just do it.
Where was it?
Bottom of green side, green ramp at blue base, and a little nook next to the ramp. I just walked through the water.
He pulled the long tone as well, so that didn't help.
I was actually heading for neutral, just check to see if he was there, and there he was next to the ramp.
He stands up to shoot it when they're pressing fucking he stands up and just gets shot by dudes. He goes, where the fuck is that from? Does it get shot by dude, he goes, oh shit, that's good.
And he was representing him as well.
Oh, she didn't.
Because like Doom got me from about 30 seconds ago, so I just assumed he was still hanging around.
Did he have to chill me again?
It's not that kind of shooting.
Chill game.
You look pretty chill, you were on 20 lives untouched for quite some time.
That's because we had a British
Thing.
All day.
What colour are we?
I'll do it.
Green as it. It's dead.
Kill my suit. Yep.
What are you?
Whatever Trage's team is, red. Is that enough?
What?
Yeah, that's enough. Fine.
Oh, you're riffing?
Is that enough? Then I'm riffing yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Blastoise.
Yeah, Americans.
Yeah, fine.
No, it's going to be 25,000.
Let's go, people!
If you really need a break, I can go riffing.
I do
Want a
actually,
break?
yeah.
Okay.
If that's possible.
No, absolutely. I'll riff. Gotta be by yourselves this time, chat. I need to riff. Alright.
fuck. I kept asking for shots and then he kept coming in and then suddenly just kept pumping us. I was on 10 and I was like, okay, I can stop for a little bit, wait for it to come down, and then just pump us, get 2 minutes copy.
Low 12 loads, tell me.
Yeah.
And start filling it. Just 2 hits, that's 6 gone. A couple of resets, it's a disappearing, it's all, it's another 4. It's critical, super critical. Well, they were off attacking for a while, so
yeah.
Jim did come back and he got full and then left.
Yeah. I mean, they must have been pumping him at the beginning though, because we were sitting there bubbling for the first 5 minutes.
Gotta keep going, your lives is an ammo.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was asking, but they kept pushing us and I just couldn't get it.
That's why, like, when you're like, oh, I'm on 12 and I'm good, I'm like, no, it's not. If they're any moment they're not attacking, take those lives. Because you lose them so fast as an ammo.
Timing of the nukes and stuff was really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get that happens, and it was double nuke, but if you're on 6 lives as an ammo and your medic's still alive, like...
Yeah. compete around DK with people who
Or if you get 2 more than the top and then the next, that's good.
Oh, what?
Because the new we're not. Oh no.
No, he hasn't even got it.
He's got one.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to come up. He's got to drop.
And you got to drop the last one.
Missile. You got missiles. Oh, he had you got missile, which changed the game. We would have won.
We would have won if you
The missile.
I was bolting. I saw him, I just boosted. That was really close.
Sorry.
Oh, you hit the nuke.
Yeah, they put a missile onto the
Yeah,
man, I was sure I got out of it. I think it's as close as you could be, and still got it, right? Yeah.
It's 13.
Where's the take? Where's the
This
take?
GMD guy, we could have done it for
The one over here.
Well, no, I know what area.
I think you got 7
I heard it go fucking red winning, and I was like, oh Jesus!
That's a tough game.
We were red. I think it's 13, so 43. Now. Oh, you just read 3 spots?
That's Sam's bro.
Now. Hey, I'm trusting you. I did my best for you.
Alright.
Destroy you.
Like, it's not the position I enjoy the most, but it's the one I want to play next. So, like, that's what I spend most time trying to improve. And I enjoy hitting mine the most, but against a strong heavy, not everybody, against a strong heavy, go home sleep. That's kind of
I didn't realise we had short on
That's a very serious allegation.
Wait, is that one that actually takes me to 5 after all the false flags?
Very serious allegation. Scott, I'm going to need to see you, please.
Finally!
You've just hit the cap for your first flag. I've been satisfied that the policies for today have been up to standard, and I will be retracting them back to 0.
I also concur, but that was just a trap.
It's funny, I had 2 penalties the first 2 games where I told them to give me another game. They're like, no, it wasn't
Later,
penalty.
was it you who got whistled?
Yeah, well, that was later.
I was like, I think that
I thought it was more about how did that say lost.
it's locked. It's very locked.
No, but like he went around a wall and that's what I was making about.
He did actually play well. It was like literally just come up and step around. I
was watching that really carefully, knowing that you had been dead that was
How many more?
Alright, let's go.
Right, I did not expect to be able to shoot you.
Well, no, the missile lock should be fucking broken restarted.
Green reset.
No, I heard dad, stop, dad.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, how have I lost my card again?
I was so annoyed. Because if it had gone the way it was meant to, I would have got missile. I mean, I got it off later.
Yeah. You don't have to.
Well, he got done with the
Oh, 8 tracks. Red, my little bronies, red tag.
Where's A-Trax?
Oh, you need to log me on a ref sheet while you're there.
Steve,
Yo,
suit name?
log you to a ref. Doomhammer.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Hollow Cats, ref.
Where's Ninja Jack? Is he playing this game?
He's logged, yep.
Alright, well the reason I refed was because Ninja Jack needed a break.
Well, he's logged for the game, so.
Go.
Uh-oh, shit, sorry.
Oh, are you peeking at the penalty board?
No, I'm trying to log myself in.
You're all good.
Come on, red tag.
Great question.
Not playing you at all.
As a player? Or
As a player.
We only got one more game with you as well.
And
I'm saving up my best heavy game for that.
Well, you again, your
Yeah.
3360. Sorry.
I've got it here. No, I actually do have it written down still. So green?
Green, yeah, green. Thank you.
Wait, I am red, right? Yeah,
Oh,
fuck it.
yeah?
My team's there, I'm red.
Icebreaker.
As a player?
I've already used Kenny Case.
Sorry.
Green.
Team Roy. Drone.
Snake.
Can you unlock my ref suit?
Only if you ask nicely.
Please, I love you forever.
Gosh, that was like extra. That was like extra chocolate sauce on the top.
Alright. He needs a colour change as well.
What the? Oh, because it unlocked. But also replaced stuff in place.
Okay, so now we have too many green players.
Then he's probably red.
Well, no, we've got 6 on red.
Then I don't understand.
None of those suits are on. Yes.
What's the suit? It'll be Shinobi.
Right. Well, I was right. That was a long suit.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good to start?
Yeah.
Welcome back, chat. I got an opportunity to rest my voice by reffing a game. And for the purposes of completeness, I did award a track against Morange. Did not penalise him at the time because I just wanted to measure it. But with the help of the tape measure, it was a comfortable track by just enough. You sound resetted? I'm fine. Alright. And welcome to... What game even is this? This must be game 14. Only 4 games to go after this one. And then we'll be done and dusted. Game situation is red out to an early lead, helped very much by a early missile from Light into DK. Light playing the heavy on the red team, supported by Morange as red commander. Their medic El Diablo still yet to be touched on 20 lives. Green team, we have Ninja Jack as the commander, supported by DK as the heavy. Their medic is Sneak, having been shot once for 19 lives. 14? That's what I said. It's game 14, right? Both infield targets taken so far on respective scouts, looking to build towards their first rapid fire as soon as possible. Ideally, both of those players will go back to their resupply, fill up to max, and look to support their commander for the next few minutes. Light with a second missile, this time onto Ninja Jack, being the opposing commander. Morange off to quite a slow start. Only 7 specials with a minute and a half gone. Ninja Jack sitting on 14 specials. No targets taken yet by either of the commanders. Small but noticeable lead here to the red team at the moment, ahead in most regards outside of medic lives, in which case they are 3 behind, being that El Diablo is down to 16 lives, whereas Sneak is still sitting pretty on 19. A bit of friendly fire there as Diablo shoots Mr. Doom. His ammo, he's not going to get resupplied with doubles if that continues to be the case. Light gets a couple of tags onto deactivated players, and Morange does a strong run into the resupply area, now causing havoc. Good work from Morange as he almost completes the special points needed for his first nuke. 19 specials across both of the commanders at the moment. Lives and shots reasonably healthy, but not overwhelmingly so across both teams at the moment. Ninja Jack especially needs to return to his resupply, in that he only has 2 shots, having completed the specials for his first nuke. Morange well ahead of that though, sitting on 28 specials, albeit with the help of an infield target. Morange also extremely low on shots and also dipping under 10 lives briefly. He will need to rotate back to his resupply before he looks to do much more in this game. Quite a substantial point lead to the red team at the moment, though that is bolstered by 4 additional infield targets compared to green. So the point cap is still higher available on the green team. They have 11,000 points in untaken targets, so that could happen later and close the scores. Lots of resupply happening at the moment as both teams take a moment to just make sure they are well stocked for the middle period of the game as we cross 11.5 minutes to play. Checking once again in on medic lives, we have Sneak on 18 and El Diablo on 16, not a huge difference between the two. A few more specials on Sneak as he mutuals with the incoming attacker, being Light in this case. That all Light goes for an attempted missile lock on Sneak, but that is unsuccessful as Sneak manages to get to the safety of the blue target and destroys it. I bet they'll be hoping they'll be able to retreat to their resupply position soon, which I imagine sounds to me as they have taken up residence in Disco. Still, that lead team for the red team persists at the moment, though they are a tiny bit, compared to green, lower on shots and lives. Nothing too much to write home about at the moment as Morange works towards what would be enough specials for his second nuke, as does Ninja Jack, though Ninja Jack a little further behind. Ninja Jack does still have both of his infield targets available to him, 10 special points available there as Morange missiles Ninja Jack. That's one way to stop the enemy commander's special point generation and takes Morange to 39 specials. We've seen a lot of 2 chains in this tournament, so it would not surprise me if Morange gets that 40th special and does look to drop. Diablo on 15 lives, if that was the case, would be taken down to 9 each nuke, killing off 3 lives per detonation. The green medic still not doing too bad there on 15 lives with 1 target in hand and special boost in hand. And here indeed goes Morange with that double nuke, dropping at about the 9.5 minute mark. He will definitely pull the second, and we'll see what kind of follow-up the green team are able to do here. This does give cover for the resupply on red to get their targets. That's always a good thing. You do want to be getting your targets for both overall end of game score and the special points that they offer. Plenty of special points at the moment sitting on the ammo and the medic. That's a good opportunity for power boosts at some point a little bit later. Green also getting a few of their targets right now as Ninja Jack especially goes on a strong run, passing the 40-point special mark, and he immediately pulls that first nuke, which will end up being a double. This will take Squizzer down to 2 lives, running a bit low there. He will need to get resupplied up by his medic, who has been taken down to 6. This really closes the score for this game. Only 500 or so points in it, and following both of those nukes, a round of resupplies by both teams. Checking in on special point generation on the commanders here. Obviously Morange just dropped, so he's sitting on 0. Ninja Jack is up to 8 towards what would be his... I've lost count. His next nuke, we'll just say. Sneak green ammo is sitting on 7 lives. El Diablo red medic sitting on now 5 as he gets tagged by an incoming attacker. Ninja Jack doing a strong job here, generating more specials as he works towards his next nuke. Still a close game here, to be honest. Looking at the targets still to be taken between the players, we only have the green ammo missing a target. That's 1,000 points. Whereas over on the red team, we have 4,000 points available to their team. So neutral, if we equalise the targets, red team would actually be ahead here Very close game state with both medics in serious danger of being nuked out the next time one comes around against them. Diablo would need an additional hit from another attacker, but Sneak would die at the faintest sound of nuclear particles flying around the arena. Shots are looking pretty good on the green team. Lots of full ammo coffers there outside of Ninja Jack, who is back at his resupply getting topped up at the moment. Good timing for that, considering his medic is now down to 1 life. Bad timing there with that resupply, allowing Squizzer to get in and get that hit. 1 life remaining now on that green medic. He could be eliminated out at any moment. No nuke pressure just yet, but both commanders sitting on 16 specials, meaning that could happen with a small good run at any time. Orange, of course, with a target in hand at any time he chooses to use it. That target in question is, of course, the blue generator, which is really close to the disco area, often held by attacking players as a handy reset while attacking into the disco area. Quite tactical there. Sneak doing a good job so far of lasting on that 1 life, or more accurately, his team is doing a good job of defending him with that 1 life. Shots and lives being filled up now, looking substantially better on the green team. Very healthy there outside of that 1 medic life. Diablo with 4 medic lives on the red team needs to do a bit better of a job in filling up his team. Of course, that does need to be doubles, and it looks like they are missing that at the moment, with the last 3 resupplies on the red team being singles. And there we go, as I speak, red team manages a good double onto light. Rusty and Morange exchanging shots there, and Morange follows that up with a double missile onto Ninja Jack and Glader. Good point scoring ability there as Morange crosses the special points needed for what would be his 3rd nuke. Ninja Jack still working on, I think, his... no, that would be his 3rd nuke as well, if I've counted correctly. The game is still quite even as we cross the 5-minute mark. Morange probably needs to drop that nuke ASAP, as it would kill Sneak out, thus giving Red a bit of an advantage, though. With the sheer number of lives on the rest of that team, I see Green surviving this fight. Nuke not required in the end, as Light gets in there with that last tag, but Morange looks to detonate that nuke anyway. Over halfway already towards what would be nuke number 4, with his medic still alive on 2 lives. Green team have finished out their acquisition of the in-game targets, nothing more to play for there, but 3,000 points of score still available for Red, which would take them into the lead once realised. This is a close game indeed, very close, but at the moment Red still have the potential to pull this one out, primarily through the remainder of the game and those 3 infield targets being very important. 2 of them are sitting on the heavy, so he should be able to get them without too much trouble, the other being on one of the scouts. So both resupplies doing well to have secured their infield targets already. Bit of friendly fire there as El Diablo hits Squizzer, unable to tell exactly what's going on that. Maybe it was just a mistiming on a life resupply. And here goes Ninja Jack with his 3rd nuke of the game, which will confirm the elimination onto Diablo. 82 lives apiece between the 2 teams and 3 minutes to play. This will be going to a point victory. Which team takes it is still up for grabs, however, as Glader goes on a impressive little run from the scout position. Rusty activates rapid fire, having filled almost completely to max. That will see him out to the end of the game, and we'll see if Green team can stay ahead of Red. Remember, Red does have 3,000 points of unclaimed targets, but even that now would not be enough as they trail Green by more than that. Morange looks to do what he can to turn that in the other direction with a nuke, putting him up to 10k, and once again the red team within 3,000. Now here we go, some of those targets being claimed now by Red. checking in on the green commander's special point generation, he is sitting on 7, and 3 members of green are under 10, while only 1 of red are under 10 lives. Still 57 plays 66 regarding lives with 2 minutes to go. I don't see either team being eliminated here, though I fear we will see a few more players exiting the game slightly early. Orange probably needs to pick up maybe 1, maybe 2 tops more resupplies of ammunition to see him through the end of the game. Most of the green team, I'm pretty sure, will last without any further resupply at all. Bit of friendly fire there again from Mr. Doom from ammo. Shooting people before they're active does not actually resupply you with lives, as we lose Squizzer out from the red team. Still that 1 remaining target to be captured, sitting with light as the red heavy. Will not close the gap yet to green, as we end up with 1 minute to play. Ninja Jack with a missile as well, putting him very close to what will be nuke number 4, and a comfortable lead now for the green team. And Morange returns the favour with a missile into Ninja Jack. Morange has 7 specials to go for what would be his next nuke. Still won't alter the outcome of this game, though. I think the lead the green team has in terms of points is probably just insurmountable now, running close to 2,000. All of the missiles in the red team would need to find player targets with no response from the green team for them to turn this around. Ninja Jack has 20 odd seconds or so to get these 2 remaining specials and pull that nuke. Will he get it? Yes, he does. He does get a missile onto Tomai. With 15 seconds to go, Ninja Jack does drop that nuke, and that will confirm the green team victory here, killing out light as the heavy. A solid 10k game there from Ninja Jack, putting the exclamation point with a missile into a nuke to result in a comfortable point win for green. Well played, both teams there.
Hey man, well done.
In a flipping competition like this.
Nice.
Ninja Jack, I'm gonna take some credit for that, for allowing you to sit before that game. Good work, buddy. Good, well played, well played. Morange finished on 1 special off.
I know. Yeah, but I got 3 in the last second, so.
You did. I got, yeah.
Take 10.
Take 10, everyone!
Can I get this filled up, please? Oh, Billy's still on it.
Take 10, as in have a 10-minute break.
Game Jackie. I did a cheeky hit. Well, they were on the other side of the wall. Oh, it was so good. I was on the other side. I just went.
As opposed to Take 5, which is an inspirational musical piece by the Dave Matthews 5. Oh, no, sorry, Dave Brubeck 5. Got my Dave's wrong.
You just confused Dave Matthews and Dave Brubeck.
I did. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought we were friends.
Alright, so
Can I blame COVID brain on that one? You know I still sometimes say the wrong word that I mean.
So that was 14. So the 15. Yeah. Alright.
What game number are we up to?
15.
Out of 18.
We have 4 more.
4 more pace. Okay, so apparently, anyone going to the bay. Cousins getting on the piss. So.
Sorry, what?
If anyone coming out of the bay, the cousins are getting on the piss. So
What's the bay?
Bay bin.
Alright.
Every single...
Actually, is it not Hawke's Bay?
Yeah,
Or Bay of Islands?
Titahi Bay.
Actually, Bay of Plenty won the Battle of Bay this year, so they are officially called the Bay.
Every single person that I ever know that has lived in something called the Bay always refers to their one as the Bay. Come around to the Bay? Which? I live in Bay. You live in Bay. You live in Bay. You all live in Bay.
No, I live in Massey.
The Bay.
Well, because
Orange was
we refer to our days by
See,
their
guys,
name.
it's a view.
Depression Bay, Deadlands Bay,
Deception
Bay,
Bay.
innit?
Yeah, Rejection
Redland
Bay.
Bay,
Got a few
Redland
big
Bay.
I don't know, let it go. I must have something against it. I think you two I didn't get obsessed.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Did DK?
No, there's
Who took
nothing
you
to
off?
do.
Oh, I think I must have got a few.
Oh, no, I did.
I got a couple of them.
I did. I was too busy trying to shoot this one, so I was too busy getting shot.
Yeah. Too bad I was turning around my front instead.
They're not very useful anymore.
I want you to see my M&Ms.
Hey, let's not escalate this.
Started.
I don't have a camera out.
He has a camera.
Not what he's going to
Oh yeah, he's gonna have lots of crotch shots on the GoPro.
Where the hell is he pointing us?
He's just running around like.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Hey, to be honest, the way I look around corners, that probably would get a few cross shots. Just,
Yeah.
Well, we nearly kissed last time you looked around the corner.
yeah.
Both of us looked around at the same height because I was just standing normally.
I'm just telling you no.
See, look, you go in, I go in 90%, you go in 10%. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I've lost track of how many games Jeepers. You've lost track of what? I haven't kept track with what we won today.
And that makes the mystery all more serious.
I can my things now.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's a shame that they told us it was statistically impossible as well. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
you guys are in.
I normally, that's why I normally do it on my website.
Every single
I don't need this, like, I can't. search
Well,
it.
we just didn't, so.
Yeah, I just checked the screen.
Yeah. I can guarantee we haven't.
Can you search the
pick it up today?
Probably.
Wouldn't that then jump straight to it?
I love how you burped at me.
No, there's an actual search bar.
What the funny shit happens in the maze when you're a ref? Or there's a ref there?
Date today?
In my bag.
27.
It's very passive aggressive niceness. I like, can I pass the bag? And as you're doing, you're like, no. We got any work emails I can ignore?
A couple of reasons why. Yes. So,
No, it might actually be about stuff I need. Yeah. No, not really. I have 4 days off.
We're actually ahead of schedule, right?
Well, we have 4 games in 2 hours.
Yeah, we're pumping it today.
We're just physical specimens.
It's definitely not that.
Give me a specimen. This is
I could tell because when Joe ran past me and knocked into me, I felt my whole bottle wobbling. They know you.
Man, you hit him so hard he wobbled.
Yeah, he didn't even hit me like glass wins. My whole body was.
I ran into a sports pad. I was like, I accidentally came around and like tapped your suit. Sorry, bro. And you're like, I just do this.
You could have kept it to the second.
It's a good time of year to have it.
No.
I was thinking about actually,
Yeah.
not for you guys.
That's what I was thinking.
Hot for us is like mid-20s.
What did you get? 9?
That's
Oh, 8-7.
Mine's
That would have been
so good.
4.
Yeah, really hot.
So 5-30. Yeah, 5 minutes is somewhere between like.
Yeah, mid to late 20s is like a hot day. If it goes like.
Okay, look, temperature in Brisbane right now, 33 degrees.
Yeah, but like
People
here,
are like,
it's 75
so many people are like, oh, how
Back home.
many
It's 32 degrees. Oh, really? Yeah, just like Australia.
I'm not controlling. I need the cold.
Yeah, I like the cold. Bring it on the
I
cold.
like the cold, I'm stuck in a job.
But what you could do,
I could.
come to New Zealand. We need more players.
Yeah.
Why you want to play for Brisbane for next year?
You had me at some orange flag. Sorry, no, that's sexual.
You should probably see a doctor. It's cold at night, or maybe like switch. That's just how gingers get rid of their spare ginger.
Considering like mid-20s is like for us is like.
So what you're saying is ginger is an STD?
No, it's a virus.
Yeah, no one's leaving. It's called gingivitis. We don't do it.
Yeah, it's not.
It's still overrated. She's hoping the best.
I mean, opportunity right there.
Well, I mean that's confidence.
Virtually failed.
What? What? You just a rip? What the fuck?
No, Tuesday. Thinks it should teabag me.
Is anyone going to my fried chicken place?
No, Richard.
Is it yours?
Yeah, your fried chicken.
We're talking about teabags and then
Well,
took
place
G's
called
on
my
my
fried
fried
chicken.
chicken.
Your fried chicken.
Teabags?
That's
Yeah,
where
but
fried chicken.
what's the place called?
If anybody's coming.
No, have you guys been there? No.
Does it
Well, we're
just
saving it for tonight.
Fried chicken.
It's KFC, isn't it?
Hey.
No,
No, it's his fried chicken.
Can I get a steak? It's my fried chicken.
Sauce or what? We're only fried chicken.
So we, I was in Scotland once, and we were over this seaside town. They're like, the guys like, oh, all the seafood here, restaurants here are wonderful, so many. And one of the Aussie guys now, like, you know what? I feel like a steak. We found the only steakhouse in this town. Steak's fucking incredible. The one person whose meal was disappointed was the surf and turf.
Oh, really?
They do sweet and sour and hot.
It's just this train driver from Perth, like typical true blue Aussies, like, I feel like a steak. There's all these wonderful seafood restaurants. Nah, I feel like a steak.
Thunder bread and they do my
To be honest, it's a damn good steak. I was glad he was there to suggest that. He was also the one who was disappointed that the curry in his dad's place was closed at 1 in the morning. He's like, you're currying a bad place. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, mad chicken.
Mad fortune.
Four is really
Is it in the same cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's only made by
What is that in the Great Cafe?
Yes.
I want to go have breakfast at the Great Cafe one day, just in my life, because I've heard so much about it.
It would make such a big difference.
Great.
Huge difference.
Come tomorrow morning with us.
Well, I gotta be
have a
in
problem with
Newmarket
Alex
like
yet, but if it's like another day, then
Yeah.
Chip shop, like.
How many times have I said I'm going
and it's like 5 days. So.
It's actually usually 5 days.
I've said it multiple times. People are like,
You probably don't play 12 games in April.
Takeaway store.
36 to 40.
See, for me, when I go to cafes, I don't base their food on my privilege in the cafe.
This is way more.
yeah. So like today you play 12 games and you ref the other 6. Whereas in a day of match you can play 4 matches, so like 8 games, and then you ref 8 games, and you sit the other half of the time. But it's not the amount of games; it's the fact that we've got no sets that make this so hard.
Yeah.
I do have 2 ref games back to back, so I couldn't have one.
So,
It's a chicken dog. Chicken dog.
well, let me click on it.
What's a chicken dog? That thing that was behind the dog.
Okay.
Well, that's fried dog.
You are green scout.
Oh my god. It's all little chicken dogs and stuff. From the sausage.
Can you get rusty if you want? You playing
Some
pizza or
people
attack?
do. I'll just eat the wasabi straight up.
Stallion.
I'm guessing kebab.
Okay. Game 15.
Probably supposed to be a kebab.
Wait, we're ready to start the
Oh,
afternoon.
no fucking
I
way.
don't know if you want to build up the hype
Vegan
for it,
chicken.
but games 15, 16, 17 or the
Cool. So the last game actually won.
No.
That's a good thing to know.
Yeah, but the next 3 will determine the winner.
Right, cool.
Vegan fried chicken.
A medium amount of hype. Alright, let's go, game 15. We have red attack with Ninja Tempo, red resupply, 2 goats, 1 ringer, and green team no clip, green attack, oh not again, green resupply. Let's go.
Can you read those greens again? That was very confusing the way you phrased it.
Yeah, it really was.
No clip and
Sorry, what colour do you want to be?
No clip and no.
no clip attacking.
Ninja Tempo, red attack. 2 goats, 1 ring, and red resupply. No clip, green attack. Oh, not again, green
Yeah, you just
resupply.
said no clip green.
He said green team, no click, green attack.
Oh, look at
I
that.
did. I'm sorry to confuse you, Orange.
Don't apologize. It's very easy.
Whoa!
Fuck these guys.
Well, no. There's things you
Come
call
on,
us,
like,
but
talk
he
about
does.
us like that. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Right.
There's evens and there's evens.
No wonder it does.
Yeah, don't use that word.
I hope so. He say play like he actually. Well, he was worse than you.
Tommy's awesome. Fuck you.
Yeah, I was saying Eden was worse than him.
I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. By a long shot.
Yeah.
We actually liked you.
Oh, like Eden.
Literally, if you ever saw his suit, you'd be lucky because it was almost like this.
No, because the thing was, Eden was.
And he's like, I'm not blind, Warren, you are. Like,
But the thing is, like, Eden wasn't
actually retarded.
Like, Eden wasn't just a terrible laserforce.
Come on, team, let's go. Let's go. Let's get this underway.
So almost like you.
Can I please get Arcane as a ref?
No, I'm alright.
Does anybody need a mo?
Rusty, you guys
It's sat down for too long.
Please.
Do you need a ref?
No, sir. I'm all good.
Hey, wait, can't you burn coffee really easily?
Yeah. What team needs to work? Is it O not again? Oh yeah.
Why are you yelling at me all the time?
Bloody fine.
I just get it with enough shots of caffeine that makes you forget.
I bet you're shaking.
What are we, 15? Yeah. Alright, I am...
We're with you dudes, right?
Yeah. Let's get this underway, people.
Yeah. Can you log a ref suit and a multi-load?
Got one more red player coming.
Yes.
Sorry.
Icebreaker.
Icebreaker. Oh, as a ref. Who's the player on red then?
I am.
Well, you've logged.
Okay, so do we need 2 mercs for that team?
Well, there
oh
is-
yeah, that's the merc team. Okay, so we need. Oh no, it's G&D. G&D is logged.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Your reds.
Red what?
Sorry?
Red what? Red attack?
Oh, fuck right, man. Go and talk to yourself.
Okay, that's good advice.
All right, chat will be underway again in just a moment or so. All right, and let's go. We are on game 15. Only 4 more to go, including this one. And a very early missile there by G&D into El Diablo. G&D playing commander for the red team, supported by Rusty on heavy. And they have medic is their Ninja Jack is their medic. Untouched so far on 20 lives. Over to the green team, we have Mr. Doom on commander, supported by Troy as heavy, and Glader is the green medic, tagged by Rusty down to 18 lives and 17 lives And Rusty getting a missile off on Troy from the heavy position. A very strong early attack there for the red team. Jimmy Hawk getting a few shots in too from a scout position, leading his team. That is with the help of an infield target, however. Green team are running a little short on lives at the moment. 3 players at the moment under 10 lives. They do need to take the time to make sure they get those back up, but they are being pressured hard by the red team now. Mr. Doom almost manages to get a missile back onto Jimmy Hawk, but fails to do so, shooting her instead. Some resupplies going out. Mr. Doom attempting a missile on G&D, but fails to get that through. Still a early and significant lead so far for the red team. Checking in on medic lives. Ninja Jack 1 off at 19, but Glader down to 16, so he has lost 4. Lives noticeably higher for the red team. Green team just have not had a chance to breathe at the moment, suffocated by the overwhelming attack of the red team. They are also keeping their resupplies up nicely now with Dimmy and Rusty back filling up. Jimmy Hawk now almost full on scout stats and is so Dimmy will be activating rapid fire and heading out momentarily. A good round of resupplies now for Green, putting their stats back up. They still have 1 player under 10 being their commander, Mr. Doom. He does need to get a bit filled up, but that is not helped by G&D getting amongst the resupply, missiling Doom and tagging people left, right and centre. That is helping a lot with his special point generation. He is sitting almost at 2 nukes. He's not going to beat Sneak's amazing 2 nuke quick drop from the other day unless he gets that done in the next 20 seconds. 2 specials off, he's pretty close. He could easily get that by tagging the green target, but he might want to save that for a bit later. Green team just aren't getting the run of this game so far, behind by over 10,000 points on the scoreboard. Some of that is due to targets, most of that is due to just being overwhelmed by the red attack. Mr. Doom, the green commander, on 5 lives. That is not where he wants to be, as G&D completes enough specials to have 2 nukes. G&D pulling those nukes now will be absolutely the worst thing that can happen for green, and if they go, it will be game done. We'll see if he does that. He is back at resupply, getting resupplied. He needs to be dropping nukes. That's what he needs to be doing. Just a shame that that information just isn't quite with him. He knows he's low on shots and he wants them back, and he doesn't want to waste those nukes. Little does he know that if he pulled them now, it would destroy the green team. Mr. Doom getting a resupply there, taking himself out of immediate danger, but Light still is within that double nuke range, and Mr. Doom does pull his nuke first, taking down the red team. Still extremely healthy there on the red side with 14 lives on the medic and most other players on his team equal or higher. G&D still filling up. It's a pity that he didn't drop those nukes on the way back to be resupplied. That would have been the game changer had that occurred, but Light still does remain within that double nuke window. He needs to rotate back and get resupplied up. Still 3 players on the green team under 10 lives, but having said that, that immediately is rectified with a power boost from Glader. Good work there. Only Glader himself now on 7 lives, so still within that 2 nuke pressure, assuming an additional tag somewhere in the attacking sequence. Red team extremely healthy though. Glader doing a good job of pushing his team's live back up. They're back up to 90 odd. A few moments ago they were as low as 60 across the entire team. G&D back out farming more specials now. Looks like he's going to be pushing towards perhaps a 3 chain. And target generation, let's have a quick check in on that. We have 5 targets taken on the red team and 5 on the green, so they are equal in that regard, leaving 7,000 points per team available, assuming they get the opportunity to tag those targets. No targets taken by either of the resupply. Green team having the slightly better run in the last little 10 to 15 seconds or so, punctuated by G&D getting a few specials before being taken down by Kamikaze. That is a defense of the resupply from the ammo position there, and G&D does choose to proceed with his nuke now. It will be a double but not a triple unless he gets incredible special point generation during this downtime. Doesn't quite happen, though Rusty gets a tag on Mr. Doom. This does put the green medic on 1 life, a precarious position. He has come up now, so is able to defend himself and resupply his team, which he does so. 3 singles, I mean, it's an emergency resupply, but... And there we go. That is a elimination for the green medic, punctuated by G&D pulling a missile into El Diablo.
So sick of Rusty on that long ramp.
60 lives to go for the green team with 8 minutes to play. It's probably going to proceed to elimination here with G&D already sitting on what will be his 3rd nuke. That would take one of the green scouts out and put the ammo quite low. G&D running a little low on shots, but he still does, as I mentioned before, have that nuke in his pocket. Checking in with the green team, Doom halfway towards a nuke there as well. Just a little slow there. Rusty missiling Diablo. That's more points for red as they pull ahead with even a larger lead. Gotta say, this is probably going to head towards a green team elimination here. Just too much time left in the game and not enough lives to do it. Doom does get to that nuke and he pulls it, but not really going to make much of a difference. Dimmy Hawk will be the lowest life on the red team, being on 4, but even as that green nuke goes off, white is eliminated. One of the green scouts, only 4 players remaining now on the green team, and of course Glader did not actually score those targets, so they can no longer be recovered, leaving only 1,000 points of targets available to the green team. That is taken now though by Kamikaze, so only shooting other players will make it happen now for green as G&D nukes out another player, this time the green ammo. 25 lives to go for the green team with well over 6.5 minutes to play. The green scout Dimmy Hawk is caught unaware and eliminated out. That's a bit of a shame there with his medic left on 7 lives, but it's really not going to matter. This will be a comfortable elimination of the green team. Doom goes with a missile on G&D. It's going to be too little too late on that as there's just not enough time, lives or shots remaining. Doom only with 1 left in the bank and 3 missiles is not going to be enough to hold off an entire team minus 1 player for 6 or so minutes. It's pretty much all red in the kill feed at the moment on the left hand side of it. The hunt almost certainly has been called at the moment. Ninja Jack helps them out with a medic power boost, making their team even harder to kill, but it's really not going to matter. The only player in danger of dying out here is actually the red medic, but even that will just not make any difference in the outcome of this game. A comfortable win to red via green team elimination coming up here. Anything of interest remaining? G&D possibly might get to another nuke, quite unlikely though. G&D would have to take the absolute majority of the remaining health from the green team, and he's making a good go of it, but Rusty and Sneak also have something to say about that. Rusty does put a missile into El Diablo, confirming the elimination on the second scout there, and completes that by also picking up the target that he was missing. That's all available targets taken now. 5 lives to go on the green team as we cross 5 minutes to play. Rusty puts a missile into Doom. Morange helps out by giving everyone a few more shots, not that was a problem on any player outside of Ninja Jack. 1 life left, and this game is pretty much about over as the last remaining 3 hit is the penultimate to die. Troy is actually the last 3 hit, and that is finished now. Rusty taking him out on heavy to heavy, and with comfortably over 4.5 minutes we wrap this game up.
That's just unfortunate. I was all up.
Well, you just like going for points when you never came back up. Yeah. I was like, I just stayed up, I went back up and like, is Jack like attacking? A little bit. Can you guys stop being so good? I got fuck all points. I didn't hit 3K as an ammo. As long as I know to do this.
Yeah, you're very You're bad, man. That's pretty hard, is it, right?
Elimination. That was 16, correct?
No, that was it's 16 now.
16
It's
now.
game 16 now.
Oh, so someone's crossed off game 16 on here. So
Well, that's incorrect. It's game 16 now.
Excuse me, Sneak. Let me reach past you.
Let me sing the song of my people.
Sorry.
Okay, so
Like I went running back upstairs.
It is game 16 now.
Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, my body.
Game 16.
No, of course.
Someone has crossed it out early. It is game 16.
I'm like, I need to get
Game
up.
16.
It's about to go off because I've got my track set. Got to the top of green room, my body was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Game 16, people.
Reset. I think. Let me confirm that. No, we read reset.
That's how I wasn't in the same squad. There's one for when you 4 minutes. He could have been
As I said before the start of that last game,
you're fine.
Rusty, do you need a Mac?
Yep, sure. All good, my friend. How are you using?
I'm not playing again. Oh, all good. I'm not playing again though. I'm repping this.
Let's go. Let's get the show on.
After this game, I've got my big showdown. Well, I've got my last game with the other team fighting for your title, so I've got to give them my best.
Well, you're playing with me now, aren't you?
No, it's a rep.
No, we got a rec game.
Get to do rest in
I've played all my games with you, team-wise.
The same team.
Game 16. Game 16.
After this, we get 2 games in a row.
Yeah. Well, I'm saving my heavy game for you.
Let's play.
Please put his rec. Okay, no.
3 more. Let's do it. Yeah, smash it.
Do I like to see the inside of my shower box?
Do you know what I mean? You have 4 in a row to finish.
So what are
Let's
we
log
on
up,
now?
people.
We're at 16.
Yeah.
Wasn't a screen attack.
Wait, who are you
There we
guys
go.
getting? Alright, cool.
You're with us. Oh no, you're with.
How about dude?
Oh no, I'm riffing again. That's right.
A bit of protein to keep you going. Let's stop the shit.
Game 16. Game 16.
My breaker is a
Green class.
What are you? Green?
green.
Oh, she is older than me.
No, this is when I'm I was back and I saw you on pass.
Someone on red needs to swap. Who needs to swap on red?
Yeah. But like
Game 16. Game 16.
Yep.
Are you swapping?
I need a
One
ref.
more for green.
I'm a ref. Right, so I thought Squizzer and Tomi were
Multi love 3360.
I lost my card today.
And you're on
Green.
Cool. And you're riffing. What are you in?
Dragonite. Is eating Biltong on the arena bad form if you're a ref?
Yes.
Boo.
Right. I'm letting you start game. Alright chat, who's still with me? How many we got in stream? We're up to game 16. Interestingly enough, with the way the draw is going, game 16 and game 17 will actually decide the title. The final game of the day, game 18, has neither of the teams in contesting the title playing. So game 18 will matter naught for the overall scheme of things. Game 16 and game 17 will be where the title is decided. 12, thanks God's servant. So 2 games to go for our 2 championship contenders. And here we go. On the red team we have Guy Next Door playing Heavy El Diablo Commander, supported by Dimihawk as their medic. On green we have Tragedy as Commander, supported by Glader as Heavy, with Troy as their medic. On paper that looks pretty strong for the green team, but G&D, playing his preferred position of Heavy, may yet have something to say about that. Diablo attempts a reset off the neutral target, misses it, and then goes back to destroy it after all. Traj opens with a missile onto G&D. This puts Traj among the resupply potentially. Does he get targets on the medic? I need to remind myself I was playing the medic. It is Dimihawk, so yes, that missile on to G&D did result in some hits off the medic. Rusty then goes on a bit of a run against green to equalise that, and we're still pretty even. Oh, actually green team is noticeably out to a lead here. Traj very close to his first nuke within the first minute of the game. Both teams looking to resupply their lives and shots up a bit as Diablo manages to get a missile into DK. And green team doing well here, even with those targets, and putting red team ahead on the scoreboard. Green team probably in a slightly more advantageous position at the moment. Checking in with early medic lives, dimming down to 16 and Troy down to 17. So a few medic lives exchanged in the opening salvos of this game. A little bit of a run there for the green team. Oh my goodness, we have a friendly fire missile. Diablo with a full tone pull on Sneak. That is the first one of those I've seen this tournament on the final afternoon of play into his own ammo. Not a good look, and that is not how you generate specials, my good friend. Very unfortunate, as the entire red team is deactivated in this little passage of play, and green team really looking to capitalise on that. Poor Sneak must be wondering what hit him. Dimihawk manages to squeeze in a destruction there of the green target. That will help out for his power boost. Her power boost coming a little bit later in the game. But no doubles happening at the moment for the red team. Tragedy does move ahead and drop that nuke that he's held for a little while now. That puts Diablo down to a very low life total of 4. G&D gets missiled there by Glader, and a reset off Rusty. Back and forth at the moment now. Now green team pretty healthy apart from those 4 lives on DK, though he did just get a double and sounded like that was just outside my door here in the maze. However, a lot of low life people on the red team, including both of the 3 hits, just not getting the time to resupply up. Now 65 lives, a very low total, with about 11 minutes 30 to play. They simply need a bit of space to get their supplies back up. And once again, no doubles happening, and as I say that, we get some doubles. So a bit of a respite there for the red team. They do take the lead on the scoreboard, though that is mostly supported by the extra targets they have. Over 100 lives across the entire team once again for red team. That's better than the position they were in a few minutes ago, though G&D as heavy is flirting with danger on only 6 lives. Commander on the other team, Traj, yet to get to his second nuke. I spoke too soon. He has it now, majorly farming off G&D and the resupply. This is a huge run for the green team, led by Traj, followed up by Squizzer and Glader. The scouts really going to work there. A horrid run for the red team. They've just been kicked out and all over the place. G&D trying to do what he can to rectify that in conjunction with Ninja Jack as Traj takes out the neutral target, giving him a nuke and almost half again to spare. El Diablo sitting on 1.5 nukes at the moment, supported by both the infield targets. And again, red has more infield targets and is yet still behind on the scoreboard, showing once again the green team in the clear lead at the moment. The only concern I would have at the moment for green is the 8 lives on Glader, running a little low there. He needs to make sure that he closes out and gets a few more before nuke pressure happens. But a good run here from green, including another missile on to G&D, this time from Glader, as well as Traj picking up the red target. That will put Traj very close to 2 nukes, and it doesn't even matter as G&D has been caught out by that missile and follow up and is eliminated out first. That is a very poor situation for the red team to be in. That is just such a shame. Traj follows up that with a double nuke, and that will confirm the elimination of the medic as well on the red team. All going to custard here for the red team with over 9 minutes to play. It's hard to see them withstanding that. No heavy, no medic, 77 lives. This will be a win by elimination to the green team with absolute certainty. Diablo does what he can about that with a single nuke, but no one on the green team is under 10 lives except for Squizzer, and he will be able to get healed up. Traj having a extremely strong game late in the afternoon here. He is lapping players on the other team. There is no one with close to him. Traj completes the special points for another nuke. This will be his 3rd, and we're not even halfway through the game. Green team just incredibly far ahead right now.
Yep. Agree.
One thing of note is that red team have all of their remaining targets that they can take, so that is closed out, but green team have 6,000 points available, so this lead could be even larger if they wanted. Traj may or may not know he's already knocked out the medic, but he has a good chance here of knocking out the commander. 1 nuke and 1 more kill will take Diablo out, a few specials short of that next nuke if Traj is able to drop that now. At the moment he is back at his resupply, picking up more shots to continue his insane run in this game. Probably the strongest game we've seen of Traj, maybe today, maybe all tournament, and it's probably going to run into a medium score simply because the red team has died so quickly here. Diablo now down to only 2 lives, and Traj will nuke him out with this nuke. That is a dead commander on 20 specials. That just punctuates how badly this game has gone for the red team. Just nothing gone right, no luck falling their way. 20 specials on a dead commander means it is an absolute cakewalk here now for the green team, and this elimination will be confirmed maybe in a few minutes, but certainly by the end of the game with 7 minutes to play. Only 1 hits left now for the red team, and a full hunt has already been called. We can hear it from out here in the admin arena. Troy helps out even more with a power boost going on to most of the players in his team. 11 lives left for the medic. He could join the hunt. There is just no danger here. The green team has won by an overwhelming margin. They just need to confirm that victory, which will be by elimination in just a few minutes from now.
Oh man, Traj fucking handing out some
Both red scouts and both green scouts for that matter, all with rapid fire.
6 minutes.
It's just not going to matter as Sneak is going to be the next to die here.
I doubt we'll survive.
Oh, no fucking way.
And there we go. Killed once again by Trage. It's all Trage this game. All Trage all the time. It's tragedy for the red team here. They ran into one of the best players in the game, having the game of his life. Am I being amusing or are you laughing at something else?
I'm laughing, yeah.
Hey, I'm getting into my stride.
No, I can tell. It's just hard when it's your team that's being commentated against.
That's a problem like William Murray.
It's a fucking tragedy for the red team! Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking tragedy when you have to walk home.
No. I think I skipped one game or maybe two.
Yeah.
I kept.
With that aside,
Because some people.
not much left to say in this game. About the only thing of note is whether Trage can lap another nuke around the park here. He does get a missile onto Ninja Jack, which will help his pursuit of yet another nuke, but not a lot of targets left in the game as we cross 5 minutes to go. All green at the moment in the left-hand side of the kill feed. Rusty doing what he can. Rusty is the second highest scorer in the game, but there's only so much you can do from a one hit when the rest of your team has been decimated by a commander having an extremely strong game. 10 lives left on Rusty, 8 specials left for Trage. He will need to get the majority of the remaining lives if he wants that nuke, and Glader already takes one away. Probably not going to get that nuke now. Rusty tagging Glader again. Yeah, 8 lives left, 8 specials to get. That's not happening. So Trage will not finish this game off with a celebratory nuke. But this hunt is now a full 6-person press here. Rusty does manage to put 3 into Trage, but this is just a full-on hunt now as Glader takes him down. Almost anticlimactic at the end here as we simply wait for this elimination to be confirmed. Don't know why Glader bothers getting shots. He has comfortably 4, 5, 6 times as many shots as required to kill the remaining player.
Nah, I just got rolled, man. It was brutal.
Yeah, you couldn't get in at all. No way.
2 lives to go, and it will be an elimination at approximately the 3-minute to go mark. Any second now, and we'll probably
Stop being too good at your commentary.
Stop being too good at my commentary.
Stop being too good.
Stop being too good.
It's all trash. Other teams, they're going to get eliminated. Sucks to be them.
It did suck.
And there we go, the elimination is confirmed. What a strong game there from Tragedy. Really the outstanding player in that game. It'll be interesting to see what that does to the standings. Not that Zoe will actually tell us. Zoe will keep that information quite close until the awards evening tonight.
Oh, the tournament is decided.
The tournament is decided. Not that I know who won.
It's a great streak.
It's so fast, guys. It's so funny. I think I would have got that off because it was Sneak.
Steve-O. Steve, what time's dinner?
What time's dinner? 7.
Have we got any? Hey, Rusty, did you hear what I said when you shot me through the mirror? You had your gun down? Yeah, so I should have kept my gun up. Was it up? No. He's standing yelling, going, go on the rip, ping, ping, ping. Brad, what's the first thing we teach people in those? What first time playing Laser?
I was glad to take that 300 points on the Peter.
Winners,
Hey,
second place.
Do you want me to announce it here or wait until it's...
I think people will be playing along at home, so they'll figure it out. Yeah, they've got this game is the decider.
Game 14?
Rusty's team only 7 points to take it, and they got the 7 points.
Yeah.
2 to go.
You play Jimmy with me and Commander against me.
It is one more game, but it's not one more game, God's servant. The competition has actually been decided. These last 2 games will not matter towards the final total. The winner of the competition has been confirmed, so these next 2 games are just to round out the schedule.
Really?
Have some fun.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Have some fun, peeps.
Well, it's the third place to play for.
Yeah. It's literally, if that's the case, that means there's more than a 7-point difference between top 2.
God 7 reckons there's still 7.
I have no idea who it is because I wasn't keeping track.
How many mooks?
So if it's those 2 decided, it'll be probably
No,
Well, I'm just wondering, I'm
these
feeling actually pretty decent.
they're fighting for third.
Put myself in.
So no criticals, 2 more chances. They're poisonous.
Okay, then jump into the.
I haven't been keeping track.
Yeah, the Russians
Yeah, it's like you guys are like
Are there any mooks in this one?
I
did the totals
Sure.
last night.
Which team needs moves? So, Rusty's
We
team
were 1 point ahead of
and
Rusty. Yeah, and there's a 3-point difference between third and fourth. I don't know what it is now, but apparently it's still close enough that this counts.
So I could
There's
play a
at least
scout for the last
14 points difference.
If you want to, yeah.
I'll do that. I'll play a scout in the last game.
Yeah, of course. So there's more than a 7-point difference between us and Rusty.
You got
Yeah, that'll be ahead of us right now.
Yeah, we got one.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, we supply.
I've already track.
Yeah, my team's good. So we're riffing this one, right?
No,
Oh, no, we're riffing. And then we're riffing last one.
red attack, and then we go
Also,
first one.
yes.
Fair enough.
So we're on
Red attack. Yes, we got one. Scout. What that felt like as a game, it's like walking around the team and everyone's either or down and just around there. It's like, why hasn't this happened for all the games? Every time I walk around the corner, I got 4 guns pointed at me. This time there's no one.
Oh, wait, sorry, wrong.
Game 17.
Then you can do that. I just played I was like, as a rep upstairs, like I've never been more bored as a rep upstairs. Nothing happened.
Remember, trust him. G is a...
Game 17. Game 17.
You mean like the best of the
Oh, you remember the suit that I took that I said was going? Yeah, that's the same suit.
Log me as whatever Rusty's colour is.
My short-term memory is fucking horrible.
Green.
Holy shit.
And Rusty is...
Moldy Life ref suit, please.
Alright, I want to see a good clean rip
Green
again.
hammer rip.
Minimum 10 penalties each.
I'm on upstairs.
Player looks at you funny, I want to see a penalty go out.
Are there only 4 of us?
Well, I'm taking what Zoe said, God's servant, but Zoe has been very busy with everything, so potentially I miscalculated, I'm not certain. Certainly this is the last game that the 2 teams in contention for the title can adjust their points, so maybe this counts, maybe this doesn't. Having said that, it is underway. We have Rusty as commander, supported by Light as heavy, with Diablo as the medic on the green team. And we have Glader as commander, supported by Morange as heavy, with Tomai as the medic on the red team, having already lost a life. Good start otherwise there to the red team, mainly in the 3-hit of Glader, getting a few specials there. Glader got to that score via a nice early missile on Rusty. Rusty won't be happy about that. All the way down on 120 points, 200 now with 5 specials. Traj opens up with a fairly early red target there from the scout position, looking to get enough specials to get towards a rapid fire. Nice and early so he can go back, get full and push out. Rusty exchanges fire with Tomai. Well, actually Rusty was shooting Morange and Glader while Tomai took him out. Green team just into the lead now, supported somewhat by that target that Tragedy has. Otherwise, red team looking okay. Medic life check, we do have Tomai on 18 and El Diablo also on 18, so even Stevens there. Ninja Jack does take a hit off Rusty, potentially as a reset or as a mistake. Probably the latter, since he didn't really need to. Some yelling in the arena, can't quite hear exactly what that's going on, but someone wants someone else to move their position very quickly. Some resupply happening while Ninja Jack takes his target, as green team maintains a small lead. Still anybody's game here as we cross 13 minutes to play. Ninja Jack picking up the other target there. He is now full on targets done. He is the only player to be done on both his targets. Strong run here from the green team as they look to extend their lead now beyond their 3 infield target margin of 3,000. Kamikaze looks to counter that via a good run, but Rusty brings that to an end with a nuke. Just the one for now. Rusty on 2 special points, but does have 2 infield targets available to him. Checking in on Glader. Glader yet to really get going there. 9 special points, no targets taken, with 3 minutes gone. Lots of resupply happening here as the teams just want to make sure they have sufficient lives and shots heading into the midpoint of this game. Squizzer as ammo the lowest across both teams on 8, not really in any danger yet, but he will want to take the opportunity to make sure he gets supplied up after all doubles go out. Lots of resupply in the kill feed now, as both teams have retreated to their resupply to lick their wounds. Ninja Jack and Glader providing the exception to that in the last few seconds or so with an encounter there, and here we go again. Rusty does zap light there, doesn't look like that was an intended reset, as Rusty had shot no one prior to that. Glader with a few hits on deactivated players, including the ammo and heavy. Doom picks up a target. And taking stock of the game situation, green are ahead by a couple of thousand points there, but that would be equalised quite quickly should red match them on targets. Checking in with medic lives, we have 13 on the red medic and 14 on the 13 now on the green, as Glader gets in and flushes the resupply. So still very even this game. Too early to call the tail of the tape on this one. Substantially more shots on the red team than green, but that can be rectified fairly quickly. Lives too are a little behind, with green having less than red. Medic lives absolutely even though, so plenty of opportunity for that to be rectified with the time remaining in this game. 2,000 points of difference almost completely within the 2-3 extra infield targets that green have. Checking in with special points, Rusty hasn't done much yet towards what would be his second nuke, sitting on 8 specials. Glader does have his first nuke and he pulls it now. He's already halfway to his second, so that just a single drop there. Not a huge amount of follow-up pressure, but Kamikaze and Glader put a lie to my words as they get multiple hits on deactivated players. Rusty does what he can from his commander position into Squiz, Morange and Tomai. And this game continues to advance. Still close, too early to call, but green substantially lower in lives now than the red team, and the medic is down to 6. So an opportunity here, depending how they push, where red could really make this happen as Glader destroys the neutral target. Green need to resupply their team up now. Light locking Rusty, but thankfully does not pull the trigger. That reminds me, we didn't actually give Tomai, after that previous game, the racking up he needed for putting a friendly fire missile into Sneak. I'll have to remember to mention that after this game. Glader going on a bit of a run there from the commander position. He now has 1.5 nukes available to him, whereas Rusty has what would be his second. Wait, is that Rusty's first or second? It must be his second, I believe. Still with no infield targets to Rusty. Glader does pull the nuke he has. Again, only a single, being that he is only on 10 specials and can't pull a second. A few deactivated targets there are easy fodder for Kamikaze, and unfortunately for the green team, the first hit in that run that Kamikaze made was Mr. Doom. That is the ammo for green dying out early, and the medic only on 1 life. That is tragic now. Morange putting a missile into Ninja Jack. This is going to be a red team win here. Green were low and they just were not able to properly recover. Trage and Light going on a bit of a run here, with Tragedy especially noticeable from the scout position. Some targets destroyed there, but there's just no way around it. There is 7.5 minutes to play and both resupplies are out for green. That will just not be enough. Glader is good enough commander to be able to take advantage of this. 1, probably 2 nukes left in the future for Glader, even though Rusty himself is closing in on holding 2 nukes, which would put Tomai into an extremely low life count, being that he is on 8 right now, but would not actually eliminate him. This game is pretty much done in my opinion, even though Rusty is going to see what he can do about that by pulling a double nuke. Again, it does take the red team down pretty low, lower in fact actually across the lives remaining compared to green, but that boost there from Tomai immediately takes them up to 70 plus lives. And being as Tomai is still in the game and doubles are going out for the red team, they are just going to outlast the green team. Green team do actually still take the lead, but they are done on available infield targets, whereas the red team still have 4,000 points of available infield targets to them. Plenty of resupply going out now. Just take your time, red team. There is no way that green team can outlast you. So even though they are behind on the scoreboard at the moment, this is going to be a red team victory from this point. Only 4 shots left on Light, the green heavy, and once he runs dry, it's going to run rampant into the green resupply. Rusty accidentally, or yes, it must have been accidentally, it didn't need to be a friendly fire tag there for a reset. Just all falling apart now for the green team. Red just rubbing it in now with their ability to resupply. Half of the kill feed is red resupply, as they just make absolutely sure there is no way that they will even notice the elimination of Tomai when that happens. Down to a single life now. Rusty going for a missile on Kamikaze, which he manages to get off. And a second missile, just walking targets in there at the moment. Strong play here from Rusty, but it's really not going to make much of a difference. Rusty can get to another nuke, but that will be the last thing that he can do with 5 minutes to play. So green team still ahead on the scoreboard, but that is not going to be the case at the end of this game. I just really don't see them lasting the distance on this. Red team having taken the time to resupply up to an incredibly healthy state of matter. Glader missiling Ninja Jack to take the lead back for the red team. Flipping between the two right now, but Kamikaze with rapid fire makes easy work of Rusty and the green target. And Glader comes in and missiles the green target as well. Almost 2 nukes sitting on Glader now, and that will hasten the end of this game along. Glader and Rusty exchanging fire while Troy hits a Glader with a friendly fire. Probably not quite intended there. 2 specials to go for Glader for a double nuke, and I feel certain that, understanding the situation of the game, he will drop them as soon as he closes that out. Rusty playing a fighting rearguard action here, but with only 7 shots and 1 missile left, he is going to run dry before he runs out of lives. Traj on as a scout literally has nothing to offer with no shots. Glader has reached the double that we were talking about, and he pulls them right now. That will eliminate Traj from the game, leaving only the 2-3 hits for the green team, but both of them extremely low in shots. Light does still have 3 missiles, but with a full 6-person press armed against him, he probably will not have much luck attempting to get a missile off. Light absolutely dry with shots right now. He can only try to missile, which means that he can easily be taken out. A hunt has been called, and Morange appears to be leading the way now. Glader attempting a lock on Rusty, but Rusty manages to break it and exchange with Glader, seeing as Rusty still does have ammo, down to only 1 shot now. 2 lives. Rusty does get a nuke off, but it does not detonate. Morange cancelling that nuke from the heavy position, and that will absolutely be it. Nothing really went right there for the green team. A pretty solid nuke cancel there by Morange, but Rusty had no time. Being only on 1 life, he had to pull it then or run the risk of losing it altogether. Rusty eliminated out now, leaving only Light, who is dry on shots, 3 missiles only, and we will see an elimination within the next 30 seconds or so. Only 2 lives left now for Light, and as I say, that goes down to 1 life. Squizzer resupplies the team, not much difference there. Morange gets the final tag on Light, and with 1 minute 41 seconds left in the game, we are done.
That was perfect.
Hope you had fun there, chat. I am going to see you got a cancel on Rusty's nuke. Morange has exited the maze. Very happy about that. Very happy. Hope you had a good time, chat. I am going to, since the competition is decided now, I am going to see how I am feeling, and I am going to put myself forward as a merc into the final game as a scout. So I am going to get a tiny bit of Laserforce, having travelled all this way and been here every single day. So I'm looking to shoot a few people. Don't know how well I'll do, and we'll see how we go. So just so everybody knows, I don't know if everybody picked this up, but I just want to thank Tomo for that amazing team missile in the game, one game ago, where he missiled his own ammo.
That wasn't him.
That was Marcus.
What?
It was Diablo.
It was Diablo. It was Diablo, yeah. Sneak was the target.
That would have been hard.
Yeah. Sorry.
Was it on Snake?
Yeah, El Diablo missiled Sneak his own ammo. Alright, so I'm going to merc myself into the final game.
Oh, you're going to play?
I'm going to merc myself into the final game of the tournament into Traj's team. I am doing the most ridiculous reflective thing.
No, do it for Snake's team. Tell Steve to sit.
Green attack.
What game are we on?
18 of 18.
Right, we're green reset.
Can you put us on as a ref? Jamie, can you log me on to ref?
Cheers. Right, I can't be asked getting my card out, so I'm just going to look with. Right, Larry, can you click that one on Larry?
Stallion, do you want to play a game?
Yep. I'm playing this game.
Oh, cool. Okay. You know, does somebody need to sit out for you to play?
Nope. Cool. Because Trudge needs to move.
Cool.
What?
You're on red team.
I'm on red.
I had 18 kills and I needed 16 specials. Got 2 missiles off team on. Thank you for the special points for them.
I'm wearing the brightest possible shirt I brought. Probably not the. I don't think I have a darkest shirt.
Why did my team give you a reset? What the fuck?
Someone's not happy about that. I will. Actually, as it is, I have a non-long sleeve shirt with me.
Last game of the tournament.
Take the sleeve.
You need a drink tonight.
Let's give it all I've got left. What side are we on?
And I'm going to put on a short sleeve shirt, which also happens to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's all Stallion all the time.
I didn't even shoot anyone at the start. That was my first thing. I'm more than likely going to run.
I didn't give tanks and commander games because you're
Right, which way do you point the gun?
I would have might have been 17 or 18 for that one.
Yeah, well,
I'm lucky, but I did get 4 missiles off. I think I did get some.
You only get -1 for each back. It's not like mine. Is it? Oh. I thought it was.
No, if you know,
what? So what am I?
no, if the nuke cancels a nuke, it's 1.
All right, chat. Hope you enjoy this last game. I don't think anyone's going to be sitting in the chair.
I need to.
All right.
Good game, dude.
So I'll just play a scout.
We saw it through.
I don't need any further responsibility. You'll play scout.
Apparently we won 3-3.
So you play commander regardless. So.
I can make a post and then.
You know, actually.
Thank you.
Ref, hello, Ref, yes, Ref.
Same thing.
Do you like read my suit name and then confuse it with yours? How many refs you got?
3.
Give me one. Give me a suit. I can't feel my fucking big toe now. Alright, Gaming Rexosaurus. How fitting.
Yeah.
Bloody Steve-O. Okay. Oh, it's a ridiculous stuff. No, then we were downstairs and we got one. Yeah. When I came to you, I also wanted it. I was like, where are you going? This is
Yeah, no.
In case you've got plenty of.
Yeah, I did the application for it,
Probably.
I reckon we'll get
30 or 200 points.
He's nearly at
It's got plenty of shots. Problem is.
Valiant. Well, you want to be in green, like 30 seconds before that move. Well done. So close.
Huh?
Yeah, you did pretty well.
Not big though.
Now you know how easy it is. Oh, sure. Come on, at least shoot it one more time.
Whoever was like ammo cancelled my rapid fire with literally like 40
I had
plus
now.
No, once you get a missile.
So 4.6k for me, considering I basically never went upstairs. Not too bad. It's good to get at least one game in. Oh, we won! I didn't even notice that we won! Oh. Oh my goodness. Good stuff, guys. Great comp. Cheers, Rusty. Cheers, mate.
Oh, dude, was the heavy? I put the heavy out.
It was well played.
Yeah, intentional. I said, here, reset me, so that you can go and whistle to people. Good game, man. Was that fun? Was it a good finale?
Yeah, I'm beat.
Have a seat, get some
Oh, you'll beat your one game.
Huh?
Your one game. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, likewise.
Long COVID, no joke, yo.
Oh my god, never again. Never am I playing laser tag again. I'm like, I need some deep massage in all my joints. Thanks for your one game. Stallion has a 100% win ratio at this tournament.
Hey, 4.6k scout from Steve. It's because I basically didn't attack upstairs at all.
By the way,
Oh yeah, that was like one
these guys are all fucked.
Yeah, man.
Woo!
You got that.
My friends would say is probably over the actual video.
No problem, man. I loved it.
You haven't played at all.
No, no. Well, there was a long game.
Yeah.
48.
What's that?
18. He probably just got like top accuracy and stuff.
What annoyed me was I had used to follow season episodes and then there was ammo resupply across the
Oh, who's your ammo?
Need that ammo. I mean, I got pick up to the second rapid fire, but but I like to think I helped stave off the elimination. Except for maybe the last minute or so.
Oh, are they my keys? They are my keys. Those aren't my keys. Keys in the bowl.
Scott, do you get the stats done?
Yep. Yep. Hey, ask me to get them done.
Yes, please.
All right.
Are you going home before the dinner?
I have to because shower.
Yeah. If I give you access to the spreadsheet, can you just double check all the standings and numbers?
Sure.
Or do you have time for that?
I mean, I'll have I maybe have time, but I also don't know if I don't know.
Can you just hand me my phone, maybe?
Just more concerned. So you mean like kind of just add it, make sure the maths all right and stuff?
Yeah, you pretty much just need to check the right columns with the right numbers for the right games.
Okay. Cool. Oh, Auckland Laserforce socialist. Don't need that. I do also want to go under the Mercs before I take a drive home if we can find the lights computer for 5 minutes after I upload today.
Yeah, so we ended up.
Brian's here, right?
We're pretty ahead of them.
I've booked the place for 5, right?
Yeah. Or I'm going to go home and shower.
Oh, I mean, but can't Brian close it?
Yes, you can.
Should we hit the stream?
Is it not ended?
Not by the just say thanks everyone for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the triple threat. We will see you soon. I don't know, sometime. Go get that.